then. Go against me, you might need a coffin. Where's the competition? Cause I don't see none. Matter of fact, there'll be none, so y'all can run the rerun. Show you how to work, I roll the sleeves up on my shirt. Built it from the ground, I had to rise from out the dirt.
Watch this, I'ma show you how I do it. Like a pro, gotta hustle, get through it. No sweat, look good when I'm moving. I'ma rise, and then salute it. Watch this, I'ma show you how I do it. Like a pro, gotta hustle, get through it. No sweat, look good when I'm moving. I'ma rise, and then salute it.
I know what I'm doing, I'm clean when I'm moving. And I've been on the wave, so you know that I'm fluid. When it comes to the team, I divide even. Eyes open, the mind dreaming, I'm still scheming. I see trophies in the future, maybe even sooner, so I'm moving like a rumor. Showing how to work, I roll the sleeves up on my shirt. Built it from the ground, I had to rise from out the dirt.
Watch this, I'ma show you how I do it. Like a pro, gotta hustle, get through it. No sweat, look good when I'm moving. I'ma rise, and then salute it. Watch this, I'ma show you how I do it. Like a pro, gotta hustle, get through it. No sweat, look good when I'm moving.
Watch this. I'm going to show you how to do it. Happy Easter, everybody that celebrates. And to those that don't, please forgive me for wishing everybody that does. It is Strawberry Sunday. This is the Native Tribe Show. I am your host. They call me Native. How is everybody doing? Y'all already know, before we even start, that I am going to ask y'all what is on the menu for your Easter dinner. Now, look, y'all be inspiring me. Y'all be having some good and creative meals. And then when y'all be having some real simple meals, those sound good. I just want to know what y'all eating on today because I ain't, believe it or not, your boy Native has not figured it out yet. I don't know what I'm going to have today. Okay. But maybe you all can inspire me. Now, today, everybody, we are going to be, of course, as we always are on Strawberry Sunday, we are going to be talking about Shirley Strawberry's now ex-husband called, he's Ernesto Williams, but they say he nasty. Okay. So we gonna talk about him and his shenanigans with his bald-headed friend. All right, because they're only friends. Okay. Even though she says she misses his balls. Okay. They're only friends. Even though she said that she was in love with him, they're only friends. Okay. So we're going to be talking about a jail visit that Phone Calls from Prison just dropped, where they are discussing everything from Dairy Queen, okay, to Krispy Queen. That's what she said. And all the great places to get chicken that's fake, and all the great places to get breakfast food. Okay, what's the best breakfast food that's out there? Okay, we gon' we gonna be talking about all that. Okay, and a little bit more. All right. Now, of course, I can't do this by myself. Y'all know I can't do this by myself. Y'all know I need y'all with me. Y'all make the show what the show is. So let's see who is with me today. I have my hero up first. It is the only black but not bitter. Hello, the only black but not bitter. How are you? Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame is in the house representing the notorious Native Tribe Urban Media Mod Squad. Thank you so much for everything that you do behind the scenes. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. Coffee's Brewing is here and says happy Easter, Native and Chad. Well, hello to you. Coffee is Brewing. Thank you so much for being here. Myretta, my sister, is here. Says happy Easter, my brother and Native family. How are you doing, Myretta? Glad that you could be here today. Bella is also in the building. Hello, Bella. How are you? Bella says happy Easter. Lunar Brain Fireheart in the building says happy Easter. Hello, Lunar Brain Fireheart. Happy Easter back to you. D Dub is in the building. Says good Easter afternoon. Native Tribe Urban Media Tribe and Smoking, not to be confused with Smoke. If you know, you know. I do indeed know. I do indeed know. Smoke and Stack. Delicate Dale. What is going on, Delicate Dale? Delicate Dale got flames in the chest. Says Happy Resurrection Day, everyone who believes. Everyone, hello, Delicate Dale. Thank you so much for being here. B. Ann is in the building, says your thumbnail title. Happy Resurrection Day. Well, B. Ann, we gotta get into it, B. Ann. We gotta see what the dummies are talking about on the dummy line. GC is in the building. Says hi, Native and Smokey. Happy Easter. Smokey is eating her Easter treat, and she is doing well. All right, I got Wendy Shy 73 in the building. Says I'm riding to see you in a few. Okay, Wendy Shot 73. All right, all right. See you when you get here. Ms. Nisi's in the building, says Happy Easter, Native and Tribe. Hello, Nisi. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Salt and Pepper Tresses is in the building, says Happy Easter, Native and Tribe. Hello, Salt and Pepper Tresses. How are you? Salt Shark Tank Life. Okay, is in the building, says hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, Shark Tank Life. Justin's mom is here, says hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, Justin's mom. How are you? Sonya's Boots is also in the building, says Happy Easter, everybody. Hello, Sonya's Boots. How are you doing? CW is in the building, says Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter to you, CW. How are you doing? Victoria is in the house. Victoria says, Happy Resurrection Sunday, Native and Tribe. He is risen indeed. Indeed, he is, Victoria. So glad that you could be here today. Let me hold on. Blue Bear also in the house says, hey, Native and Tribe fam. Hello, hello, hello. Mimi is in the building. And Mimi says, hey, hello, Mimi. How are you? Kimmy K in the building says, hey, everyone. Hello, Kimmy K. How's everything going? Little Lady D. I can't never figure out which one it is. Little Lady D is in the house with flames in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Jet Black Straight in the building. Hello, Jet Black Straight. My Retta says, my brother Native, I see you. Well, my Retta, I'm so glad that you can see me. Thank you. Facts to Feathers in the building says, hey, hey, all. Says, go ahead, Native. Well, thank you so much. Facts to Feathers. How's everybody? How are everybody on your end? How's everybody doing? AK's POV says, blessed Resurrection Sunday, Native and Tribe. Have y'all seen Sinners? I loved it and headed to see it again in IMAX this evening. AK's POV, I might be doing the same because honestly, that's one of the best movies I've ever seen. Like, period. Like, now, I'm not even talking about one of the best horror movies, one of the best black movies. That's one of the best movies I've ever seen, period. So, again, shout out to Ryan Coogler and his genius. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan and some amazing acting. Shout out to Delroy Lindo, y'all. I mean, this man practically stole the whole movie. Sinners is great. If you have not seen it, go check it out. Support Black cinema. As a filmmaker myself, I always, tell people to go to the movie. I know sitting at home is what we've become accustomed to over these last few years, but go to the movies. This is how Black cinema will expand. This is how we can get more than just Tyler Perry movies. If you like Tyler Perry, that's fine, but there is room for other Black filmmakers, and going to support other Black filmmakers is important. So please go see Sinners. You will not regret it. You will not. But thank you, AK's POV, for being here. Miss 215 in the building. Hello, Miss 215. How are you? She has flames in the chat. I got kind and fun in the building. Says, hey, Native, Smokey, and Tribe. Happy Resurrection, everyone. Hello, kind and fun. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate that. Facts and Feathers says, Native, I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much, Facts and Feathers. I'm doing literally the best I can. I'm trying to do it. Facts Feather. But thank you so much for your words of encouragement. I do appreciate that. Victoria says, "Don't make me twerk on this fine Easter Sunday." Victoria, I don't see nothing wrong with twerking on a fine Easter Sunday. I'm just saying, that's just me. Okay. So do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. I'll play the music again if you want me to. Okay. Diva Shani in the building says, hi, Native and Tribe. Hello, Diva Shani. How are you? Retro in my fro in the building says, hey, hey, hey. Hello, Retro in my fro. Kim F is here and says, happy Easter, and it's Taurus season. Go ahead, Kim F. Seems like you are a Taurus. Otherwise, you would not be mentioning that. Okay. Let's see. I got Granny the Great says, good afternoon, Native and Tribe. Blessed Resurrection Sunday. Um, thank you for being here, Granny the Great. Now, look here, AK's POV. She is bald headed, okay? That's his bald headed friend. You know, I'm somebody's bald headed friend, okay? I got my homies that have hair. I'm their bald headed friend, okay? So everybody needs a bald headed friend, and Ernesto just happens to have one. Don't hate on that, AK's POV, okay? Don't hate on that. It's not his fault. Well, maybe it's her fault. I don't know who fault it is, AK's POV, but he got a bald headed little friend, okay? Tanya B here does indeed be here. Says, hey, y'all, and got flames in the chat. Hello, Tanya B here. How are you? Leroyce is in the building and has flames in the chat. Thank you so much for being here, Leroyce. I do appreciate you. How are you doing on this Easter? Diva Shani says, I'm having a big plate of homemade freeload. Wait, hold on. Of homemade freeload at my granddaughter's other grandma house. What is freeload? Diva Shani, I'm not familiar. Help me. Y'all know I don't know everything. Don't be throwing stuff in like I know what you're talking about. I don't know everything. So tell me what that is. I'm super curious. Bevy C in the building says, hey, Native and Tribe, happy Sunday, everyone. I don't know, y'all. Sometimes I feel like I have a problem with God, allowing all this ish. Sorry for the outburst, but I'm tired. There's no need to apologize for your outburst, Bevy C. It's a completely understandable emotion because there is a lot going on. And I think part of human nature is to wonder where or when is help coming, right? When is the relief coming? When do we get relief from that? That's a completely natural way to feel. So don't feel like you have to apologize for feeling like that, okay? Because you don't. It makes perfect sense. When I look at the world today, it does make you wonder what is happening, why it's happening, and what is the solution. But guess what, Bevy C? That's why we're here. We're here to get through this thing together. All right. One tribe, all standing in love. No judgment, Bevy C. It's understandable. Okay. But I do want to thank you so much for being here, Bevy C. All right. I appreciate you so much. All right. Ale in the building. Hello, Ale. Ale says, hey, Smokey, I'll let her know that you are speaking to her. Dion's Breaks is in the house. Hello, Dion's Breaks. Tell me that part is also in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Salt and Pepper Trusses always has something good on the menu. Salt and Pepper Trusses says chicken and sausage gumbo. Okay, it's off to a good start. Fried catfish. Oh, you're making it better. Potato salad, my. Cornbread and lemon pound cake. Salt and Pepper Trusses. Do I need a formal invitation or can I just ring the doorbell? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Because I would definitely be there for that. Shirley Dish Yo Man says, good afternoon, everyone. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It is indeed a beautiful day as well out here in Atlanta, Georgia. I enjoyed some getting out into those Atlanta streets yesterday. Went out with my camera and took some photos. Had a good day. Had a really good day. Stacy, that first twin, is in the house. Oh, Stacy, that first twin, 504. Can't forget that. Happy Resurrection Sunday to you too. Shark Tank's Life said, Native, I tried the chicken burrito from Bucky's last night, and you did not lie. That thing was delicious. Look, let me tell you something, Shark Tank Life. If I ever recommend food, okay, if you ever hear me recommend food on this channel, you will never be disappointed by that. I do my research, and one thing I know is good food. That chicken burrito at Bucky's is one of the best things that you will ever eat, period. It is, I don't know what's in it. I didn't even bother to look at the label. I didn't bother to look. All I know is that from the first bite to the last bite, that thing is on another level. So I'm glad that you tried it, Shark Tank Life. And I'm gonna tell you what, anything I recommend to you is gonna be good. Because I don't just go around recommending stuff willy-nilly, stuff that might be good. No, 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 no. If I'm willing to put my name on it, it's good. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it, Shark Tank Life. I'm really glad that you did. I am. Let's see. I got Ramaya Sharon says, "What's up, Native? What's up, Ramaya Sharon? How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you being here. Yes, indeed. Look who it is. It is Miss Principal. Miss Principal said, "What these Negroes lying about today?" Oh, Miss Principal, we gonna find out. Ho, 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 ho. Wait till you hear this shit. Happy to be happy is in the house. As Happy to be happy celebrates 4 months of membership. Thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. Happy to be happy. I do appreciate that. Thank you for rocking with your boy for what is that? 120 days. My mind says greeting. Happy Resurrection Day. Well, happy to be happy. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you. I do appreciate your member milestone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Trina 2 is also in the building. Says hello, everyone. Hello, Trina 2. How are you? Virgo Cali. Virgo Cali is in the house. Says hello back from Kauai, Hawaii. Did I say that right? Kauai? Kua? Hawaii? I'm just guessing. Hawaii has some names, y'all. Hawaii is like cities in Hawaii. Oh my God. They have some names that you be trying to figure out. Like it's like it could be pronounced 5 different ways. But I'm so glad that you are back. I hope that you enjoyed Hawaii. I've never been Virgo Cali, but I hope that you enjoyed the time that you spent over there. But thank you for being here. I do appreciate that. Chica's in the building, says happy Easter Native in chat. Hello, Chica. How are you? Um, yes, AK's POV. So yes, Delroy as Delta Slim. Man, that dude played that role, yo. I mean, he practically stole the whole movie. I mean, a few more scenes and it would have been his movie. One Jennifer in the house says Delroy is so underrated. He is, but he is a gem. He is a gem. Name a Delroy Lindo movie that you didn't like. Okay, you can't do it. When he's in the movie, it's good. It is automatically good. Miss Kim in the house says happy Resurrection Sunday. Hello, Miss Kim. How are you? Keisha Marie says going next week. Yes, go as soon as you can. Okay. All right. Um, Hold on. Ale said nobody like to go to movies, do they really? I mean, I actually enjoy the theater. I think the theater is completely underrated. Okay. That experience that you get at the movie theater, it's just something about it. I don't know. Sitting at home watching a movie is nice, but the theater experience is just that. It's an experience. And so I enjoy it. I really do. Make It Rain. NYC, Florida is in the house. It's Happy Resurrection Sunday. Hello, Make It Rain. How are you? Natasha Razor Glam is also in the building. Says hello, Native in chat. Hello, Natasha Razor Glam. How are you doing today? Miss CJ Harmony is in the building. Says happy Easter, Native and Tribe. How are you doing? Victoria says you're our bald-headed friend. Well, thank you so much, Victoria. That means a lot to me. That means to be someone's bald-headed friend, it's a lot of responsibility. Okay, and I appreciate that I am your bald-headed friend. Okay, that means a lot. Miss HLS is in the building on a Sunday. Says happy Resurrection Sunday. Well, happy Resurrection Sunday to you. Okay. Um, let's see. Ale says never been to a TP read toilet paper Tyler Perry movie ever in life. Yeah, look, I'm gonna tell you what, Ali. There's no in between. People either really, 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 really like Tyler Perry movies or they really, 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 really hate Tyler Perry movies. I'm on the hate Tyler Perry movie side of it. Like if that's your thing and you like it, more power to you. I'm not trying to convince anybody any way. For me, I can't. I just can't. I can't. I just can't. I've tried, y'all. I tried, but I can't. I just can't. Victoria says, "Oh wow, that's cool. You can still get gifted membership even when you aren't on." Yes, you can. You absolutely can. I have logged on to channels and I've been gifted memberships on channels that I don't even go to that often. So yeah, you can absolutely do that. Your friendly neighborhood cupcakes is in the building. Says, "Hey y'all, happy Resurrection Sunday." Hey, bald headed friend. Hey, tribe. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna be bald headed friend today. Okay, all right, all right. Well, at least I'm not 86-pound weirdo to go along with being bald headed, but can't have everything. Let's see. Diva Shawnee says, I'm freeloading at the. Oh, you're freeloading. Okay, got you. Got you. Okay, all right. I was expecting there to be food in there, so I didn't read that right. Okay, okay, got you, Diva Shawnee. Okay, freeloading. I've done that a few times. Okay. I have done that a few times. To the bat ball in the building says, good afternoon, native mods and chat. Hello, hello, hello. Tanya B says, y'all getting down sounds lit. Don't it? That's why I do this. I do this to get some ideas. Yep. Oh, AK's POV said, oh, we got some potato salad today too, fried chicken and string beans, plus carrot cake for dessert. I like carrot cake. Now, AK's POV, I'm trusting that your carrot cake is not going to be dry. Okay. I hate dry carrot cake. Okay. All right. One Pepsi is in the building, says hello, native and tribe. Hello, One Pepsi. How are you? Mons is in the building. Mons is in the building. Hello, Mons. How are you? Victoria said, forgot to add dessert. My hubs made strawberry cake yesterday. Love strawberry cake. I'm going to pass through because I have bridesmaid dress to fit. I'm going to pass though. I have a bridesmaid dress to fit into next week. Don't eat that cake, Victoria. That cake is not going to stop you from getting in that dress. Well, a piece of cake, Victoria, it is not going to stop you from getting in that dress. Go on, eat your cake. It's Easter. The Lord gonna resurrect your figure. Okay, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Eat that cake. Shoot, that's all I got to say. All right, eat the cake and get into the dress. You gonna have your cake and fit in the dress too. Okay. Amen. Jet Black Straight says, I'm riding down to Daytona tomorrow and I'm going to stop and try the chicken burrito. I've only had the brisket. Yes. Jet Black Straight, let me know how you like it because you are going to like it. Okay. Miss Kim says, I made pot roast and mac and cheese. Mom made collard greens, cornbread, and peach cobbler. I'll do the mac and cheese. All right. I don't eat collard greens, y'all. Don't judge me. The cornbread and the peach cobbler. I could make something out of this meal, Miss Kim. I could do it. I could do it. I have faith in me. The Ruby Butterfly is in the house. It's Happy Easter, Native Tribe and Chat. Hello, the Ruby Butterfly. How are you? Look at here, look at here. My Retta, my Gulf Coast sister, has been with the tribe for 5 months, y'all. 5 months of membership. Thank you so much for rocking with your boy for 5 months. She says, love it here. Well, guess what, my Retta? I love you being here. Thank you for always supporting and always being just a positive, uplifting member of the tribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Chi-Town Libra Mo in the house. Hello, Chi-Town Libra Mo. How are you? Milo's and strawberry syrup. I got to try that. I haven't gotten a chance to, but it's Chi-Town Libra Mo. I definitely am. It's on my radar. Okay. Miss Principal in the house says, AK's POV, I swear the conversations are filled with lies and fantasies. Oh, we gonna get to some lies and fantasy. Okay. All right. We are. We absolutely are. Diva Shawnee says Mr. Delroy is still sexy as hell. Okay. All right. The Only Black But Not Better says Sinners was first in box office sales. I imagine it was. I imagine it was because I'm going back and as a matter of fact, um, I might have to go back today, or maybe let me see, maybe during the day tomorrow I'll go back. Well, I'm going back within the next couple days because I have to see it again. I have to see it again. Um, Ms. Unique says, hello, everyone, and happy Resurrection Sunday. Hello, Ms. Unique. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Let me see. Is everybody accounted for? Justin's mom says Tyler Perry movies are lame. Let me tell you something, Justin's mom. You got to be careful. All right. There are people that will fight you behind Tyler Perry. Trust me, I know. There are people that will absolutely go blow for blow with you about Tyler Perry. And I don't know why, but they do. Okay. So you gotta be careful. But I agree with you, Justin's mom. I really, really do. The writing is just bad. Oh my God. Coffee's Bruin says, I'm not a fan either. No, the writing, it's the writing, y'all. The scripts are just awful. That dude 06 says, hey, Native and Tribe, ready. Hello, that dude 06. How are you? BN says, I used to like them, but I no longer like TP movies and hate his sitcoms. Well, there's definitely. I feel like with Tyler Perry, there once was a point where I saw potential. Like I didn't come out the gate not liking his movies. There was potential. And then he just kept writing the same shit over and over again. And I'm like, "Dude, why are we doing we just did this in the last movie. Why are we doing it again?" So I think that there was potential for him to improve and get better, as most filmmakers do. You know, when you look at, like, I'll give you Ryan Coogler for an example. If you look at Fruitvale Station, which was good, and then look at what he just did with Sinners, you see that there's a progression from Fruitvale Station to Sinners, that, you know, he just everything just kept getting better and better. So I think, like with Tyler, when you look at Diary of a Mad Black Woman versus, I don't know, whatever the hell he's got out now, or the last thing that I saw, it's like you're still kind of in that same zone of being just an all right filmmaker. I mean, you're not improving in any way. So I think I agree with you that at one point, being they were at least watchable, but now no, 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 no. Salado says, "Gold native with the all green chat. I'm feeling isolated. Don't feel isolated, Salado. But yes, we are trying to get that. We are trying to get that membership popping like it should be. But Salado, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate that. Don't feel isolated. You are still a part of the tribe. Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries, is in the house. Says, "Hey, native and tribe. Hello, Legacy Moon. How are you doing, Legacy Moon? Over at the Legacy Moon channel. I missed our after dark, but I will be back next Friday. So me and Legacy Moon will team up again. Okay. Um, let's see. Is everybody here and accounted for? Have we accounted for everybody? Not until we account for Steph Natural. Steph Natural says, "Hello, native and chat." Well, hello to you. August Lady is also in the building. Says, "Hey, native and tribe. Hello, hello, hello." Um, yeah, see, August Lady agrees with me. August Lady says, "Yeah, Victoria, you can work that piece of cake off. It's worth it." That's right. That's right. Get you some. Look at all these strawberries that's falling on the screen right now. You can have you some strawberries. You're good. There's some strawberry cake. There's some nutritional value because strawberries are in it, and it's good for you because strawberries are good for you. See what I did, Victoria? See what I did? Ms. HLS says, "Eat the cake, anime." That dude on 6 says, "Hey, native and tribe, ready for some brain exploding beep bop boop." It's boop, boop, boop. So you explode your brain and it goes boop, boop, boop. That's how it goes. See, all right. Victoria says, "It's the way I already have to suck everything in to get the zipper up." What I'm saying, Victoria, is that it's not going to make it worse. Okay. Whatever you are doing right now to get the zipper up, keep doing it and eat the cake. That's all I'm saying. Enjoy yourself. It's Easter. All right. Kids gonna be eating all kind of peeps and the little marshmallow ducks with the peeps. They're gonna be eating them. They're gonna be eating all kind of hollow chocolate eggs today, and then you gonna sit there and not eat the cake. No, no, there is strawberry cake there. Eat it. I can't have any, so I need you to eat it for me, Victoria. Thank you in advance. Okay. All right. Petty Patty is in the building, says, "Hey, native and tribe. Um, how you doing, Petty Patty? Glad you could be here on this Easter Sunday." B Ann is in the house. Says, "Cajun cabbage with beef sausage, mac cheese, okra, cornbread. I forgot dessert ingredients." Okay, B Ann. I like that. I like what you did. I like what you did. Okay. I like this menu. It's a varied menu. It sounds good, but you gotta go and get a cake from somewhere or something. Preferably a strawberry cake, because according to Victoria, she says, "I'll have a sliver." That ain't enough. All right. That ain't enough to taste. Okay. No AK's POV. I don't eat collard greens. Okay. I don't. All right. I just don't. All right. All right. Judge me if you want to, but I don't. Loving Life says, "Hey, native and tribe, what up, though? This Texas time has me off. It's okay, Loving Life. It's all right. You here. You here. You here. What up, though? What up, though? Okay. All right. Let's see. Is everybody here and accounted for? August Lady says, "I'm on my way to see it now." Oh, great. Great. All right. Miss CJ Harmon says went to Bucky's for the first time last weekend and the brisket sandwich was wonderful. Okay, I don't eat brisket. I've heard that it's good. Okay. Um, this is true. Says, hey, Native and Tribe, flying to Jacksonville tomorrow for work. Native, can you recommend a good restaurant? I'm not from that part of Florida. I have no idea what happens in Jacksonville. I don't. I've only been to Jacksonville twice in my life. I am from the other side. I am from Pensacola, which is on the very west end of the Panhandle, and of course, Jacksonville's on the east end of the Panhandle, or on the other side. So, I have no idea if this is true. If I knew anything about Jacksonville, I would recommend what I knew, but it ain't my neck of the woods, so I don't know. All right. Vivian Stubbs in the house says, good morning, chat. Hello, Vivian Stubbs. How are you? Hope you are doing well on this Easter Sunday. Okay. Rossi is here. Rossi says, I'm going later this evening. Great, Rossi. You are going to enjoy it. I promise you are. Norbert Waller Durham is here and says, happy Easter, Native and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Oh, look at here. Jackson Tabasco in the house. My favorite frenemy says, welcome everyone. Hoping you all having an amazing day. Hello, Jackson Tabasco. How are you? All righty. I think everybody is accounted for. I believe so. Oh, Southside Chi-Town says, I'm here too. I'm so glad that you are. Bevy C says, wait, what? Native? No collard greens? I'm stunned. No, Bevy C. I never managed to get that into my diet. So yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I just never did. Never did. August Lady says Tyler doesn't allow other people to write for him. I learned that as a writer in Atlanta. I learned that a long, 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 long time ago. That he only uses writers from LA when he was, but now he's writing everything himself, and it shows. Okay. Ain't no fun when the rapper got the gun. Says, I made it. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mystery says, no, Native, you didn't get me. You just skipped me. I did not. Everyone, I'm sure, remembers me saying that I missed out on our on our live Friday, but me and Legacy Moon would team back up. I'm almost positive that everybody heard that, Legacy Moon. I would never skip over you. Okay. Bien says morally he's stuck. Yeah, I mean he does need to be more diverse with his writing room. He does need to get writers. He does not need to do all the scripts himself because he's not put it like this. He thinks he's better than he really is, and that can be dangerous. That can be dangerous. Bella's in the house, says he's no Jordan Peele. Oh, absolutely not. Jordan Peele is a beast. My. Lady V in the house says he do write the same stories. It's always, look, if somebody got cancer, somebody is cheating, there's a woman and she's mad or scorned or she's trying to get revenge, and there's a guy who's super evil, and you know, there's always like a thing, and now he has a thing for the sex scenes, and it's just a mess, Lady V. It's just a mess. Rossi says, I will say Ruth and Black gives me some hope with TP. Well, Rossi, you keep hope alive, okay? I've given up a long, 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 long time ago. The only Black, but I better say I was pleasantly surprised with Tyler's series on Netflix, Beauty and Black. He did everything from writing to directing to catering. Oh, well, okay. Here's the thing: the only Black, but not better. I will never know because I'm not even willing to try. At this point, I've given up. I have completely given up. Ms. HLS said, Native, we had a time on Friday night. I haven't even had a chance to go back and look at what happened on Friday night yet, but I'm glad that you did. I am so glad that you did. Legacy Moon is hilarious. She really is. Baptize That Ass says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Baptize That Ass. How are you doing? Miss CJ Harmony says, I no longer like Tyler Perry sitcoms and shows, but different friends of mine are all into them. I don't get it. My mom is a fan, okay? So I get it, Miss CJ Harmony. I be asking her, like, how do you watch this? But she does, okay? Rossi says, we had so much fun this past Friday, but we missed you. I'm so glad y'all had fun, even though I wasn't there. I'm glad. Again, Legacy Moon is hilarious. She is, whether she knows it or not. Chanel Heslop in the building says, "Hey, Native and Tribe." Hello, Chanel Heslop, all the way in South Africa. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Reeves and Muff's mom, I don't remember saying your name. How are you doing today? That girl in the building says, "Hello, hello, hello." Bella says, "You're a bad influence." Am I really? I don't think I am. I mean, I don't think I am. Say J in the building. Hello, Say J. Say J says, "Yesterday, my family celebrated my niece and her pregnancy with 3 generations there. Mine and my sister's mom and my sister's daughter, who's having the baby. My niece's father was there to celebrate." Say J, that is beautiful. It is nothing like family. It is nothing like family that stays together. So that is an absolutely beautiful thing, Say J. I'm so happy for you and your family. Bella says the background is so adorable. It's just strawberries. This is Strawberry Sunday. Okay. If you see anybody else on the internet talking about Strawberry Sunday, just let them know where you saw it first. Let them know where they saw it first. Okay. This is a native thing over here. Okay. Shark Tank Life said grilled lamb chops, macaroni and cheese, roasted asparagus, and strawberry shortcake. Look at you with the strawberry shortcake, Shark Tank Life. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad. Um, Titanium I am says, "Victoria, eat the cake. They make a product called Spanx just for that." Titanium I am and the rest of the tribe want you to eat the strawberry cake, Victoria. Okay. All right. I think it's very obvious. Very obvious. Norbert Waller Durham says, "I'm here. I do see you here." Yes, indeed. Your friendly neighborhood cupcake said, "We switched it up today. Enchiladas, tacos, rice, and beans." I like that. I like that. Okay. All right. I do like that. Delicate Dale said, "What kind of greens do you eat, Native?" I do eat green vegetables. I love spinach. I love green beans. I am a huge fan of okra. I do not eat collard greens, mustard. I don't eat greens. Okay. Delicate Dale. I don't. Never been me. Never have been me. But green vegetables, I am all about. But collard greens, I just don't understand the thing. But whatever. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think everybody is here and accounted for. Well, Jackson Tabasco, you know how you be doing me. Everybody knows. Everybody that's been in a live with me and you in it knows how you do me. So that yes, Jackson Tabasco. Yes, yes. Love you to pieces though. Love you to pieces. Um, Let me see. Myretta says Soul Food Bistro is a good restaurant in Jacksonville. I wouldn't know, but look, I'm pretty sure that Myretta wouldn't give you a bad recommendation. I'm almost positive of that. Okay. Okay. Norbert Waller Durham says, "Native, you should try some collard greens and potato salad with some barbecue chicken." Okay, I would eat the barbecue chicken and the potato salad, and the collard greens will still be on the plate. Okay. I just don't like them. I've tried. I don't like collard greens, mustard greens, turnip greens, William greens. I don't like none of them. I don't like. I don't. Mm-mm. Nope. Al Greens. Now I do like Al Green's songs, but I don't like them. I just don't like them. E.T. Waller Williams in the house says, "Hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello." Um, Let me see. I believe that we are all here and accounted for. Ain't no fun when the rabbit has the gun, says he writes all his ish and it shows. It does show. Like, it would be different if he wrote everything and there was a different plot or different characters, but I promise you, he uses the same character elements in each thing that he does. And it's so annoying because, like, don't get me wrong, I want to see him do well. I want all black filmmakers to do well. But again, just because he's a black guy making movies don't mean that I gotta like his movies, and I don't. But if you do, again, for the people that like him, if that's your speed, you like Tyler Perry shit, then like Tyler Perry shit. I mean, I ain't got nothing against you. And, me, myself, and I can't do it. I just can't. Okay. Us, as in we seniors need love too, says, am I chopped liver? Hello. No, of course you're not chopped liver. Hello, us seniors need love too. How are you doing? I appreciate you being here. GC says, thank you, Nada, for speaking to everyone. It gave me time to make my lunch. I appreciate you. I got to speak to everybody. I appreciate everybody. So I got to speak to everybody that come into the room. I do. hmm But GC, I hope you had a great lunch that you made there. Azure says, hello, chat. Hello, Azure. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Um, Victoria says her laugh is contagious. Yeah, once Legacy Moon starts laughing, you have to laugh too. Like you have to. Okay. You just have to. Muffin 218 in the building says, hey, tribe, happy Easter. Hello, hello, hello. Queen Black is in the building, says happy Easter, everyone. Hello to you, Queen Black. I hope you are doing well. AK's POV says everyone got a strawberry cake. I want some. Me too. Shoot, me too. All right. E.T. Waller Williams says, so native, after all we've been through, you can. I can what? What? I can what? I can what? What can I do? I, I, I'm confused, E.T. Waller. What can I do? I get confused. I get confused, y'all. Muffin 218 says, love fried okra and fried tomatoes. Oh, look, fried okra. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me tell you what I do, Muffin 218. I like to saute some okra and then you cook it till it gets like that bright green, and man, you got something good. You got something good. I do eat spinach, Victoria. I do love spinach. I do eat spinach. Yes, spinach is good. I love spinach. I can eat a spinach salad every day. Matter of fact, I think next week I might go on my spinach diet. My spinach, not diet, but my spinach salad kick, where I just get some spinach and just those some cranberries in there and some other things and some that sounds good. I think I might do that all next week. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That might be a thing. Um. Okay, good. Thank you, Ms. Nisi, for making me feel like I'm not the only person. Ms. Nisi says I don't like collard greens either. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay. Um. Boys Nana says I'm just getting here. You must be talking about Tyler Perry. Sure am. I sure am. Dion's Break says Tyler's plays were better than the movies. They were Dion's Breaks, but I feel like even the plays got a little bit redundant. Somebody always got cancer, and the person that got cancer was always the mean person. So only mean people get cancer in Tyler Perry plays. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no good people don't die. Only the mean boss who was uh, mean to the lady and wouldn't give her a raise, and now she's taken over the company some kind of way, and he's got cancer, and then she's nice to him, even though it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Damn breaks, but the plays were better than the movies for real. Charlotte's divorce finally says my grandkids said hi, and they want to hear the warm up. My. Shirley's divorce finally. Tell the grandkids I said hello, and we will work on getting that warm up today. Victoria says, when my son was in elementary school, he told the lunch lady their collars weren't as good as his dad's. When she told me that, I literally said, oop, yeah, well, kids can be brutally honest. Diva Ray in the building. Hello, Diva Ray. Diva Ray says, hello, all. Hello, Diva Ray. How are you? Shirley's divorce finally says, hey, Uncle Native, I'm here. Is that Shirley's daughter, Sky? Is that who that is? Sassy Experience says, hey, y'all, I got a 2-hour drive, so listening while pedaling the interstate. Okay, Sassy Experience, be careful out there on the interstate. I'm telling you, these trucks are crazy. Do you know how many times I almost got sideswiped just yesterday? I mean, it was ridiculous. The only black man I better says narrative tribe urban media. Did you watch the 688? No, I told you I've given up. I've given up. He had all these years to convince me he could make a movie. I've given up. I watched the first 10 minutes of that movie and I was done. I was done. I was absolutely done when them black people was talking about, well, you like you a white boy, you need to be careful out there with them white folk. You can't just run around here just liking a white boy. What wrong with you, gal? I was done. I was done. The black man, I was done. I was done. Azura says, I made strawberry shortcake too. Okay. All right, Azura, I see you. I see you. Bevy C says kale, absolutely not. Nobody should eat kale. Okay. I don't care what they say. Nobody, Bevy C, should eat kale. No. AK's POV says okra makes me nauseous. I understand that, but I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Yes, Ale, saute the okra. You take the okra and you cut it up and then you put it in a pan. I use coconut oil. You toss it in that coconut oil for about, it doesn't take okra long to cook. So about 10 minutes or so. And you get that okra sauteed. My. You have no idea what you're missing. No idea what you're missing. AK's POV says, why does okra have to be so slimy? That's what kind of makes it a superfood, because that slime, when you ingest it, sticks to the toxins in your body, and it expels those toxins that it attaches to. So that sliminess in both okra as well as in aloe. So if you drink aloe or have anything that has aloe in it, aloe has that same toxic, not toxic, that same slimy like feel. And it goes into your system, it attaches to the toxins in your body. It's a great, great, great healthy way to get rid of toxins if you don't want to take or if you don't want to do like a detox. So super, that's what makes it a superfood. It does some of everything. Helps with digestion, helps with diabetes, helps with pre-diabetes. It does all those things, and it's because of that sliminess that's in that okra, AK's POV. So it is a superfood. So check that out. It's really good. Norbert Waller Williams says, what is a spinach diet? It's not a diet, but sometimes what I do is I will go on this kick where I will just eat spinach salads, you know, like something wrong with me. So I do enjoy a good spinach salad. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Delicadelle doesn't like okra. All right. Okay. Okay. Um, Ale says that okra water is a game changer, ladies. Okra is good for you. Like okra is super, super. God knows I got some okra detractors in the comments, and that's fine. But if you look up okra and look up all the benefits, um, yeah. Kim F says, my bad if I missed your hey to me. You did indeed miss it, Kim F, because I surely, surely, surely said hey to you. Okay. All right. So I think I have spoken to everybody that is in the building. AK's POV says, I like kale. You like kale, but you don't like okra. Come on now. Uh, Come on now, because I Revive says kale is for pet turtles. Thank you, I Revive. Kale is disgusting. Oh my God. Queen Black says, I love okra. Ms. Nisi says, I love kale. See, some of y'all, I can't come to y'all house. I see. I see that I can't come to y'all house. Deanne says, I eat okra any way you cook it. Me too. Me too. Pickled okra is also good, Queen Black. I don't know about that one because I haven't tried it. Okay. I have not tried it. Del Sol says Chick-fil-A kale salad, yum. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Yes, we are, Kimmy K. We're still talking about food. We still talking about food because y'all know that's the thing. I Revive says I love okra. Didn't know that about the slime. Yes, absolutely. It's if you two things you can do if you want to detox: eat okra and eat and drink aloe. Like if you drink some aloe, not those aloe drinks that you see, but like if you take some pure leaf aloe and just mix it in with like some juice, it will definitely have those. It'll get those toxins right out you. And you need to get rid of toxins if you want to lose weight. The reason why the body maintains weight is to protect yourself from toxins, which are poison. So if you get rid of toxins out of your body and then exercise, the weight will come off because your body doesn't have to worry about toxins getting into your blood. That's the reason why we maintain fat in some cases. Okay. So Norbert Waller Williams says, I'm going to make me some sauteed okra. You make it sound good. It is so good. It is so good. And you can put it over rice. Okay. AK's POV says, I remember watching High on the Hog, and they said Africans brought okra to the U.S. by putting the seeds in their hair. They didn't know they were going to, so they brought them with them what they knew. Yes, okra does originate in Africa. That is where okra came from. So yes, and I have seen High on the Hog. That is a great documentary. If you all have Netflix and if you all want to see something entertaining as well as enlightening about African food or African American food and the foods that we eat and where it comes from and why we do certain things, High on the Hog is a great documentary to check out on Netflix. Thank you for mentioning that, AK's POV. Kale is good, Mimi. I don't think so. Hello, Mimi. How are you? I don't think so. Yes, boys. Nana says I love okra. I didn't know the benefit. Okra is a superfood. Yes, 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 yes. Um, no, no, Delicate Dale. It's not the same thing. Delicate Dale says, so if I cough up a hawker, I should just swallow it. No, it's not the same thing, Delicate Dale. It's not the same thing. My. Okay, y'all. Jeez. Bevy C says pot liquor full of nutrients. Yes, I agree with that. I do agree with that. I cannot eat greens or pot liquor, but Bevy C, you're correct. I can't take that away. Pot liquor is full of, surprisingly, it is full of a lot of good things. It really is. Linda's in the house, says happy Resurrection Sunday. Hello, Native Tribe, Urban Media, and Smokey. All righty. Lady V says kale is for decorating purposes only. You might be right. You might be right. All right, Jay Blake is in the house. Hello, Jay Blake. How are you? Now, speaking of food, okay, we just had a very intellectual and enlightening conversation about food. All right. What we are about to listen to now is a jail visit that phone calls from prison just dropped. Okay. It is from November 24th of 24 and December 2nd of 24. In between, somewhere in these calls, we're going to get a very stupid conversation about food. Okay. See, our conversation was intellectual. We had some good discussion. We talked about kale. We talked about the origins of okra. We talked about the health benefits of some things. Very intellectual, right? Very informative and very educational. Now we're going to hear two stupid people talk about food. Okay. And you'll see, okay, you will see that there is a big difference between what we discussed and what these two dummies are going to discuss. Okay. Huge difference. Huge difference. Okay. Jackson Tabasco says, I can't trust a man who don't eat greens. Okay. So let's that's not gonna make me start eating greens. I'm just saying. So let's get into this. Let me see if I can make this just a little bit bigger, because then it'll be a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Okay. I'm just gonna make that just a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay. All right, y'all. Don't turn your brains off. All right. But we are about to get into some stupid shit. All right. Okay, here we go.
You done took it out, huh? You couldn't take it no more.
First of all, which one of the Jacksons did she steal this damn jacket from? Was it Marlon? Um, was it Marlon? Was it that looks more like a Randy kind of thing. Which one of the damn Jacksons did she go to their garage sale and get this damn jacket from? Um, I don't know. I think I saw Tito in some shit like this, but then again, Tito is like 3 times her size, so um, I'm just curious as to which Jackson. Okay. I knew you would know the only black but not better. The only black but not better says jacket from the Victory Tour. Okay. All right. So this was a torture era jacket. It's torture. You remember that? The only black but not better? Is that you said it's from the Victory Tour? Okay. All right. I mean, that tracks. That tracks. That tracks. One Pepsi says that native Tito for sure. I'm just saying. Dion's break says no, it was Jermaine, just like his hair. Oh my, we ain't even got to the hair. I'm still stuck on this damn jacket. That looks ridiculous on her. Um, I'm stuck there. Okay. I can't get over. Mimi say that it's Randy's jacket. Okay, that makes sense. Yes. Okay. All right. All right. Let's. I couldn't even see. I can't even get. I can't. I can never get far in the beginning of these videos because of the way that she come in looking. Okay. Now, why she got her hair parted to this side, I don't know. She does not have a good side, okay? And I don't even know if this part is even. I don't know, y'all. Let's just. Jackson Tabasco said, look at Little Richard. Tanya B here say Marlon fine self ain't got nothing to do with this. You right. This I'm just trying to see if this where she got this jacket from. Okay. All right. The only black man I bet you remember torture. You remember torture. The video that Michael Jackson refused to be in. Yes, that torture. Blue Sapphire here says Happy Resurrection Sunday Native and Tribe. Excuse me. Happy Resurrection Sunday Native and Tribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Ms. HLS said not Little Richard. Yes, indeed. Let's listen.
So last night my hair started itching me really bad. It was a week today, so it was only going to be in my hair for a week. So today made a week. Yeah, I was like this all night, like, oh my God, this shit is itching. I guess it was the product that she had put in my head, and it was just making it itch so bad. So I just got two ponytails. I just got two ponytails in my head.
Okay. All right. Well, how you feeling? Is it cold out there?
It's actually colder in here. It's not that bad.
It's freezing in here. It's freezing in here.
Yeah, I'm sitting here like, when I was walking outside, it was cool. But then when I came in here and I started sitting, I was like, it's cold. How are you? Like you got a bathrobe on.
A bathrobe?
Hey, y'all, she was sitting there and then she said, it's cold. Because that's what you do. That's what you do when you get to a certain age. When you damn near 60 and you walk into a building and you sit down and you start looking around and you say, it's cold. That's what you do. That's what you do. She's such a prominent woman. She's such a mature woman of a certain age. She just reminds you of what maturity can be in womanhood. That's what Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III is. She walked in there, y'all. Okay. All right, Bianne. She walked in, Bianne, and she sat down. Okay. And Dimples Wumples, hey, Dimples Wumples. What's going on, Dimples Wumples? Dimples Wumples. Did you know that Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III walked in, and when she sat down, she said, "It's cold." That's what she said. That's what she said, y'all. I know her children are so proud of her and the way that she portrays herself on the internet. I know there's nothing but pride from her sisters, her cousins. I know that everybody is just so proud of this woman. I know that they are. It's cold. I know that she's so clever. She's so witty. My God. She's just a treasure. This one is. Just a treasure. Just a treasure. Hey Tam Tam, how are you? Tam Tam, did you know that it's cold in this video? It's cold. That's yeah. Yep. The only black man I better says the funny thing is she intentionally styled her hair like that. That is absolutely hilarious. Yes, Dimples Wumple says I don't like that Virginia Slim jacket. I'll say every time she gets egg in her face, play that. It's cold. Yeah, I might have to do that. Hey, Bridget girl, how are you? Happy Easter to you. Yeah, Virginia Slims. So look, Dimples Wumples, are you saying that she turned in enough Virginia Slims UPC codes in order to get that jacket? Is that how she got it? Because I ain't never seen no shit like that before. I don't know. But I do know that there is a white t-shirt underneath it. That I do know.
And then your towel around your neck, and then your sleeve is white. It's looking like a bathrobe.
Okay, all right. Well, then it's coming. I'm hoping that gonna be soon. I can be doing what I need to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's new? Tell me
I'm so
something new.
sleepy. From
You ain't been up
yesterday?
since. Yeah,
New from yesterday.
you
And I
still
didn't
sleepy.
watch any. I mean, I didn't watch any news.
No, just life in general.
I thought you didn't watch the news. I thought you didn't watch the news, dummy. Do you lie about everything? I thought you didn't watch the news. Why would you say I didn't watch the news? Of course you don't watch the news. Why would you be informed? Why would you be an informed adult? Duh. I know you don't watch the news. What the fuck? He's asking you what happened. What's been going on? Why are you sleepy? He's asking you that. Why are you so stupid? I'm asking you that. What? I don't know. I just don't know. Um. Oh look, the Duchess is in the house. Hello, the Duchess. How are you? Hope you are doing good today. B. Ann says she's not drawing men by those hairstyles. Maybe man boys, 56 years old with two ponytails can't make it up. No, hell no. Hell no. She ain't drawing. She can draw some flies. She can draw some flies because her scalp looks awfully dry. I'm just saying. I mean, flies like shit like that for some reason. Literal shit like that. The only black but not bitter says with 10 proof of purchase seals, you too can get this silver jacket. I do believe so. I do believe. Okay. I think that that's possible. AK's POV says yes, Sonya lies about everything. I thought she ain't watched the news. Now she's saying I didn't watch the news. Like, oh duh, that's what you told us. You don't watch the news. Chi-Town Libra Mo is in the building and says, what's with the boo-boo kitty voice? This is what she do, Chi-Town Libra Mo, to try to turn him on or make herself sound, I don't know, sexy or something. It don't work. I guess. Okay. All right. Muffin 218 said, yes, she pretty much says she lies about everything. She does. Jay Blake said, the crazy part is that she thinks she's looking cute. Old crackhead ass. I said I wasn't cussing on this good Sunday. It's okay, Jay Blake, as long as you tell the truth within those curses. Okay. So it's fine. It's fine. Okay. It's perfectly fine. Let's see. Bianne. Dimple Swimple says Bianne, she looks like a total clown. She does. She really, really does. Nesto Shaka Shuffle Walk of Shame says if Sonya hair was as long as her head and full like her forehead, she wouldn't have to lie about her hair. That's a big if. Nesto Shaka Shuffle Walk of Shame. That's a big if. Okay. All right. AK's POV said I wore my hair like that in the 90s. I was in junior high school. Okay. Oh my God. Dion's break says a walking contradiction. Yes, it is. Yeah, she's annoying. She's annoying as hell. But listen to what she did yesterday.
Bro, I mean,
What happened yesterday? Nothing. Since yesterday?
Yeah, so why you so sleepy?
Oh my God, because I got up. So she has a really bad cold, and she can't really breathe at night. And when we're stuffed up as adults, we know to just lay on our back to just keep the passage clear. She doesn't know that, so she's trying to sleep on her side, and I could just hear her snoring like a grown man, and I'm just sitting here like, oh my God, she's so stuffed up, she can't breathe. So I'm trying to sit here like I don't have a rocking chair because I need to have her head back and on her back, but she would not lay on her back. So I had this huge, what do you call that? Bean bag. One of those huge bean bags I had bought for my granddaughter for her room. And so I was like, it sits and it forms the way you need it to do, right? So I was just like, let me just sit on the bean bag. This was like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, let me just sit on this bean bag, and that way I can hold her, and I could be like propped where I can like fall asleep, and then her neck could be back.
Okay, y'all. This is where I am going to okay, the only black but not bitter. Thank you so much. Because again, I am without child, right? I do not have kids. So I cannot, what she's saying sounds ridiculous. Okay. But as somebody who does not have kids, it's not fair for me to jump in and weigh in on this. However, I do have some very good mothers, okay, who have raised children who are not psycho. And they can tell me whether or not this sounds like something that you would do. Now, the only black but not bitter has chimed in and says, wrong. Laying with your head back makes it worse. That's what I thought just from not having children, but also, being sick before, right? like that does not help at all. Um, so Facts to Feathers says, why would anyone want to drown in their mucus? Right? I'm listening to what she's saying, and it sounds stupid. It sounds really dumb. Ale says no furniture having ass. Look, she got a beanbag that she gonna sit on the beanbag with the baby so the head can go back. Like, not only does she not know anything about babies, she doesn't know anything about the human body. Like, I mean, even so, even though I've never had kids, if you give me a child that's sick, the one thing I'm not going to do is lean their head back so that, like who was it that said drowning in their mucus? Like, that sounds stupid. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walker Shane said it's ridiculous. Why in the hell would you do that thing that she's saying that she did and think that it's making it better? And look, Dimples Wimple says that's how you know she doesn't know anything about kids, which is why no one should have their kids around this thing. No one should have their children around her, just listening to her talk. Nola Brown says that makes no sense to me. I listened to it, Nola Brown. I even looked it up. And I looked it up to see if that's something that should be done. And everything that I saw online said no, that's not what you do. So I was really anxious to bring this to you all, mothers, aunts, grandmothers, people that have raised children and have had to nurse a child, right? People that have had to nurse a child. I really, really, really wanted to get your input on this and just kind of like make me know, all right, that I'm not crazy from what I've read and from what I know, that is not how you care for a sick child. Virgo Cali says, idiot, buy a humidifier. That is one of the things that I read. One of the things that I read was a humidifier helps the baby with congestion. That's one of the things that I read up on. So thank you for that, Virgo Cali. The only black but not bitter says, I don't have any kids, but I do have a nose. Right. Exactly. Your friendly neighborhood cupcake says she needed to be sitting up. Just dumb. But see, here's the thing, your friendly neighborhood cupcakes. She swears that all of us are the crazy ones. She said that all of the bloggers and all the people in the comments, and we're the ones that are crazy and we're the ones that don't know anything. But yet something as basic as this, as sitting a baby up, she doesn't even understand that. Right. And the people that troll us content creators, they troll us and say that we're being mean. When I listen to somebody like her trying to take care of a child, what's mean is the way that she treats the children. That's what's mean. Me sitting here and talking about this ridiculous part, this stupid ass jacket, how dumb she is, that's not mean. When you have a baby that is congested and you're making the congestion worse and making the baby feel more uncomfortable, that's what's mean. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Kimmy K said, I was thinking it could possibly make her choke. Exactly. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walker Shame said she may choke on the drainage laying on her back. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Dimples Wimples 504 says, if stupid ass had a face, it would be Sonya. Well, I think it is. I think stupid ass does have a face, and it is Sonya. I think so. Norbert Waller Durham says, Native, you don't have kids, but you have common sense, which she lacks. I mean, yeah, exactly. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't something I was missing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Southside Chi-Town said, you don't need kids to know this is wrong. Do you breathe? Right. No, you're right. It just didn't make any sense. So, but see, the thing is, the reason I say that, Southside Chi-Town, is I want to make sure that, because I'm not a mother, I don't want to claim to be an expert on something that, but again, you're right. I do know how to breathe. I know about breathing, and I know about things that block breathing passages. I do know that. Granny the Great says, I get in my recliner. When I start coughing, I adjust it up right. Right, exactly. I Revive says, let us pray for poor baby Joe Frazier. Shirley's divorce finally says she's so dumb she should have used a nose pump. Look, okay, Shirley's divorce finally. I'm glad you said that because I do remember my nephew, and the first time I saw one of those was with my nephew. My sister used one on my nephew. That was the first time that I ever even knew what that was. So yeah, I was wondering about that and why she didn't have one. And also the Vicks Vapor Rub, right? Exactly. Mm-hmm. I Am Coco says, so I'm in the bushes, native, even if you don't have kids. As an adult, why would you lay down when you can't breathe? Right, exactly. That's what I was thinking. But again, I figured maybe there was some motherhood shit that I ain't, that I'm not privy to, you know. GC says, I came out the kitchen. Who does this dumb crap? She is stupid. She is very stupid. Very, very stupid. Okay. Jay Blake says, simple vapor rub and humidifier. Wow. It's funny how all of us crazy haters, us crazy bitter people that don't have anything else to do can take care of a baby better than Ms. Know Everything. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Ain't no fun when the rapper got the gun says she's going to F around and get a CP charge. Now that's true. That is true. Okay. I just wanted to I see everybody's responses and I see that Nola Brown says that baby is over there fighting for her life. I would say so. I would say so. Myretta says steam from the shower would have helped. Right. Right. I mean, Salado says you are not crazy, native. That's Sonya's job. That poor lady. That poor baby needs someone with some common sense taking care of her. Absolutely. She's dangerous. She is absolutely dangerous for these kids. Okay. Tamara is in the house. Says, hey, everyone, and happy Resurrection Sunday. Hello, Tamara. How are you? Delicate Dale says 45-degree angle, even on the side, is better than laying flat back. Right. All right. Bevy C says, I'm praying for that poor toddler. That poor toddler needs all of our prayers. Please believe it. B. Ann says, you can purchase items to assist babies to unblock passages. Right. Right. Ale said it's diet. So no cheesy Alfredo, but a hearty homemade chicken soup, liquids, hydration, vitamin C, fruits, okra. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. BN says those nose pumps babies love after the first time using. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just me. Okay, let's listen, y'all.
I'll hold her in a cradle position and her neck will be back so that she can, drain. So after about like an hour and a half, she finally was clear. But I kept her on my thing the whole time. So I really didn't get really good sleep. I was just basically it was like a light sleep. That's why I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. And then so she went to bed right before I left. So there go my nap, because usually I try to nap when she naps.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't happening because she sleep now. So when I get back, she'll probably be up, or she'll probably wake up before I get back.
Okay.
That's excitement in my life. That's my Saturday night.
Well, you got your new year coming up, so after the holidays.
Yes, we do. Mm-hmm.
You're funny. Okay.
Yes, we do. 2025. Shit. Yeah. It's gonna be a good year after January. I anticipate. Okay. I hope.
Okay.
We want it to be a good year.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, I'm agreeing with you on that there as well. Keep it rolling and flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Get this thing behind you. Move on. Don't cry about it. Be about it. No.
I ain't crying yet.
Oh don't cry about it. Be about it. My God, you are the best person to visit people in jail. Oh my. Oh, that is so funny. That is so. But don't cry about it. Be about it. I'm facing life in jail, and you say don't cry about it. Be about it. Oh man, I got a 39 count Rico. Wow, yeah, don't cry about it. Be Oh God, yes, yes, yes. That's exactly what you want to hear when you're locked up. Oh man, that is just that's great. That is great. Isn't it inspiring? Isn't it? It's not only inspiring, but it's hilarious. Your friendly neighborhood cupcake says so inspiring. It's hilarious when you tell somebody that's facing life in jail, in prison, and you say, don't cry about it, be about it. That's so appropriate. E.T. Waller Williams says she's so hip. She is. She says all the hip new phrases that have come out in the last 30 years. She's so witty and inspiring and funny all at the same time. My God, Ernesto, you're right. This is divine order. Should God did send her to you. Jeez. Ah, that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. Myretta says, if I was Nesto, I would be crying day and night. I know. I know. I would. I absolutely would. I am Coco says, I know Nesto was thinking, I really, really wish I had someone else to talk to. Look, the latest, he really, 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 really does not want to talk to her. He does not want to talk to her. I don't care what Sonya says or what Sonya think. You can tell that Ernesto Williams, you know, they say he nasty, has no desire, none, to talk to this thing anymore. I refuse to call her a woman because of her actions. I refuse to call her a woman because of the things that she does and the way that she acts and the things that she says. So you can tell that Ernesto Williams does not want to talk to this thing, this bald thing anymore. You can just tell. Southside Chi-Town says, the bearer of bad news. Yes, indeed. Dimples Wimple says, this is great for his ass. It really is. It's great for him. E.T. Waller Williams says she's so fucking corny. She is. She is corny as hell. E.T. Waller Williams also says, I would talk to toilet paper roll before I talk to this bitch Wilson. Yes. Yeah. 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 Toilet paper roll, volleyball, whatever the hell. Whatever the hell. Myretta says Sonya's an awful human. I wouldn't talk to her. No, most of us wouldn't. The only person that does, Myretta, isn't it coincidence? The only person that talks to her, the only friend that she has in this world, is a man that cannot not talk to her. How about that? How about that shit?
You'll be all right. You will be okay. Trust and believe. You will be okay.
Yes, ma'am. Sure will. Sure will.
You know this. You know this. So I just ended up watching some more cartoon movies. That's what I did before we went to bed. And what did I do? I had. You like chili dogs?
Nope.
How do you not like chili dogs?
You know, I got to tell you, for chili dogs, I don't like chili. Chili give me heartburn.
Like.
Yeah, I didn't know hot dogs in here, so I don't want to see nothing. Now I want a hot dog.
You know who shouldn't be eating chili dogs? Chat. Can anybody in the chat tell me between the two people on the screen, who the hell should not be ingesting chili dogs? I'm just saying. Do y'all think that it's A, Sonya, B, Ernesto Williams, they say he nasty, or C, fucking Sonya? Which one of these people should not, with their health condition, be eating chili dogs? Can anybody help me with that? Okay, Sonya. Okay, Mimi says the intestinal challenge chick. That's what I thought. Damn, this you don't eat chili dogs? You shouldn't be eating chili dogs with your porta potty ass, with your diaper wearing ass. I'm just saying you should not be. You don't eat chili dogs? You don't eat chili dogs? No, nigga, no. That's right, Trina too. Butterscotch the clown should not be eating chili dogs. I'm just saying. Del Sol said, little dude, you should not be eating chili dogs. Do you eat them while you on the toilet so they can just go right through you? What the fuck, Sonya? Damn. Take care of yourself. Again, I'm not leaving any child of mine with a woman who cannot take care of herself. I don't care how nice she is. I don't care how much she reminds you of your own childhood when you were 5 or 6 years old and you weighed as much as she did. I don't care about any of that. I don't care because she talks hip and says all the hip things and wears Michael Jackson's brother's clothes. I don't care about none of that. Any person, male or female, or whatever Sonya is, who does not take care of themselves cannot take care of another living being. That's not a thing. When you go to somebody's house and you see that they don't keep their house clean, are you gonna drop your kid off there? I don't think so. It's the same thing with upkeep. She don't do her hair. She got these weird nails or whatever the hell. They look nasty. I'm just saying I cannot trust my child that you gonna take care. You don't even prioritize yourself. So how in the hell you gonna prioritize my child? E.T. Walter Williams says Sonya loose booty wall. That booty loose, them stools is loose. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ew, ew, ew. GC says he knows nothing about children. That's why the baby punched her and called her bish. No schedule for that child. Right. It's just pandemonium. And again, it's a reflection of the way that she lives her own life. Right. Right, GC. We talking about a woman that doesn't have a primary care doctor that goes to the emergency room for doctor visits. Whenever she needs to see the doctor, she goes to the damn emergency room. Okay. Boys Nana says, I bet she's a shizzy. Hold on. I bet she's a shitty mess after a chili dog. I bet she can't even make it home. Shits in her car. Right? Jet Black Straight said, asking this grown ass man if he eats chili dogs. What type of first date question is that? First date. The real VB. Butterscotch the clown. He's Butterscotch the clown. I got some butterscotch. Jet Black Straight says, Sonny, he's basically a stranger to you. You know nothing about him, right? Do you eat chili dogs? I mean, maybe if y'all wasn't so busy at Jason's Deli, you would know if he eats chili dogs or not. Kimmy K says, how did Sonya end up with that child? I thought her daughter was the guardian. I think she is, but I think she just keeps her all the time so her daughter can go be a stripper or a bartender or whatever the hell her daughter is, okay? Maretta says, I wouldn't give Sonya a hamster. Hell no. Hell no. Your friendly neighborhood cupcakes wants to remind me that they are dinosaur talons and not nails. I don't know what the hell it is. She do kind of look like a baby stegosaurus. So a baby stegosaurus. So yeah, you're right. You're right. Dion's breaks says teeth is loose. Aquarius Bay says chili dogs like they're gourmet, but previously complained that the Benihana was a chain restaurant. She eats like a 16-year-old boy, and she has the body of a 12-year-old boy. So isn't that coincidental, Aquarius Bay? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Ain't no fun when the rabbit has the gun. Say, what if the two of them had kids since both of them are such good parents? That's a very gross idea, okay? Because that would involve some sort of sexual act. And we don't think of Sonya in a sexual way because she is a zesty little dude, okay? So I'm not even going to imagine that, okay? Jet Black Straight says, I wouldn't let this hoe watch a goldfish. Jeez. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, that's about right. GC says, good idea. Let's talk about what he can't eat, what he can't have for many, 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 many years. Right. Golden Pearl says, not the mama. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Aquarius Bay, they was at Jason's Deli. That's where they was trying to get. They was trying to get busy at Jason's Deli. It's a girl story. Aquarius Bay. It's a girl story. Okay, let's listen.
No more. For a long, long, long time. I sure would like to have one of the more Popeye chicken boxes right now.
I do not eat Popeyes or churches.
Man, you don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're missing.
Shit. The only time I ever had Popeyes was at a rest stop. And it was like nothing else to eat. And it was just Popeyes, and I think it was a Wendy's and a Dunkin' Donut at this particular rest stop. And I was just like, give me the strips and fries. That's the only thing I'll eat is strips and fries. I don't like their sides, and I don't like their chicken.
Hey, when the Popeye was going on, now them green beans and
Hey, Sonya. Guess what's in the strips? Guess what's in the strips? You said you don't like their chicken, but you eat the strips and the fries. Should I? Hey, Penny Proud. Should I tell her what's in the strips, or should I just leave it a secret? The only black but not bitter. Hold on now. Hold on, black. I don't want to spoil it. The only black but not bitter. Okay. I don't want to spoil it. Okay. Because the only black but not bitter says, aren't the chicken strips chicken? I don't want to blow her mind with this information. Okay. So I'm trying to ask, should I tell her that the chicken strips are made out of the same chicken that she don't eat at Popeyes? I don't know. Them folks says, I thought you said the green beans were gone native. They are. Okay. She's talking about a long time ago. As you heard her say, them folks, she ain't been there in a long time. And the long time ago that she was there, they had them. But they're no longer there. Trust me. They're not. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walker Shame says, so native, I decided to stop by I'm a Fat Mouse channel last night. She and Sonya were talking about the sex. Sonya made a statement that humans are supposed to act like animals in the wild when it comes to sex. Of course she said that. And of course she said that on a channel that's owned by a fat mouse. So yes, that makes perfect sense. Okay? That makes absolute perfect sense. That's the way she thinks about it, because that's the way she does it. And then doesn't want us to talk about her and her being a woman of the night. Yeah. See, yeah, that's how she justifies it. Okay. So that doesn't surprise me at all. But thank you for going over to see the fat mouse so that we don't have to. I am Coco says native let them know they don't have green beans anymore or corn on the cob, which was delicious. I am Coco. I don't know when the last time Sonya been, and I can't stand when people criticize something that they don't eat. Like, I'm not going to criticize collard greens just because I don't like them. I will say that if you like them, that's fine. I just don't eat there. But to sit there and say that, oh, the food is nasty or whatever, when you haven't even eaten at this restaurant in, it sounds like decades, it's just, it doesn't make any sense to me. But yes, Ale says chili dogs, Popeyes, Wendy's, Dunkin' Donuts, strips and fries. I'm just listening. Look, when I tell you this is a stupid conversation, Ale, this is a stupid conversation. Okay. 80% CMOS says if she was on a road trip, anything she ate would have had her on her toilet before the next exit. Look, 80% CMOS, that's why they have to get an RV. That's why they have to get an RV. That's why they talk about RVs. She likes RVs because RVs have a bathroom in them. It's not a coincidence. She don't like RVs for any other reason except for the fact that because of her stomach condition, she has a bathroom to run to within the RV. Now, I could not imagine being on a road trip with somebody that's got to use the toilet on the inside of the RV all the damn time, because that shit is going to stink, literally. Like, she gonna fill up the little container thing that they got back there. They're gonna have to constantly be trying to find somewhere to dump that. but she only likes RVs because RVs have a toilet. That's it. So it's not some black people don't like RVs and I do, so I'm better than most black. No, 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 no. You like them, Sonya, because they have a bathroom built into them. And we all know your condition. Stop playing with us. So that's what it is. 80% CMOS. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's all it is. And yes, she does sound clown. Okay. One Pepsi says, Native Tribe Urban Media, a fat mouse. Yeah, Infamous Sylvia. She doesn't know what infamous means. She wasn't trying to name her channel Infamous. She was trying to name her channel I'm a Fat Mouse. And the autocorrect corrected it to infamous. And then she just went with that because she couldn't spell I'm a fat mouse. So the her phone obviously got tired of her and said infamous. And so then she was like, oh yeah, I like infamous, you guys. I like infamous. I'm gonna be infamous, Sylvia. I was gonna be I'm a fat mouse. Okay. I was gonna be I'm a fat mouse, but I decided to be infamous because I don't know what that means. But I am a fat mouse, and I knew what that meant. But the phone said that I should be infamous instead. So that's where it came from. When Pepsi, I'm a fat mouse. Uh-huh. Yep. 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 Go on, tell Jesus on me reigns victorious. Go ahead. Oh man, Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walker Shane says native. I responded, Sonya, just because you're a dog, not all humans are animals. Needless to say, I got evicted. Yeah, well, I can't even go over there. Okay. I can't even go over there. All right. I can't. I'm not allowed. Okay. Um, I'm just saying. One Pepsi says she's lying, her stomach or digestive system is not messed up. Oh no, it's fucked up. Oh, it's fucked up. Yeah, no, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. No. It is. It is. Yeah. It's something terrible. It is something terrible. We heard her on the phone on the toilet. It's something bad. Yeah. Bible lady. Well, Bible lady, thank you so much for being here. Says, good afternoon, everyone. On the day that he rose, I am not fooling with Native and his shenanigans. I don't blame you, Bible lady. I don't blame you. Okay. I don't. I don't blame you. I'm not mad at that, Bible lady. Not at all.
And them biscuits put you in there. I'm talking about for real now.
They do have good biscuits with strawberry jelly. They do.
This is how you know she hasn't been there in a long time. Popeye's biscuits are trash. All right. Where's Popeye's Urban Media right now? Because right now we can have this discussion. Popeye's biscuits are trash. This is how you know she hasn't been there in a long time, because Popeye's biscuits have not been good in a long time. I'm going to tell y'all who got the best biscuits right now. That would be Bojangles. Bojangles biscuits are off the chain. As a matter of fact, Bojangles biscuits now are what Popeye's biscuits used to be. Okay, just to give you an idea of what's happening with the Bojangles. All right, go to Bojangles, get you some biscuits, get you a Bowberry biscuit, which is some biscuits they've infused with some strawberries. Go in there and get that, or get some regular biscuits. That's how Popeye's biscuits used to be. So that's how I know that he's been locked up forever. She ain't been nowhere in a long time, and they ain't been to Popeyes in a long time, because Popeye's biscuits are trash now. Absolutely trash. They used to be good. But they are trash. Literally throw them away. Okay? Tell me that part says their biscuits are weapons. Yes. You can throw them at somebody and catch an assault charge, because damn it, man. They are hard little hockey puck looking things. They are awful. It is Pretty Frugal Diva who says, hey, y'all, happy Easter. I'm listening to you and cleaning before I take my 24-year-old baby her Easter basket. That's nice of you. With a 3.5 GPA and working for the county full time, she deserves it. She sure does. You are a great mother, Pretty Frugal Diva. Happy that you are enjoying your Easter. Thank you so much for being here. The only black man I bet says, yes, Bojangles biscuits are fire. Y'all want some good biscuits? Even if you don't go get the chicken, which by the way, the chicken is off the chain too. But if you only want some biscuits and you just don't want to bake them yourself, go to Bojangles and just get you some biscuits. My goodness, they are amazing. Miss Principal says, I love their Bowberry biscuits. Yes, yes, they are. They are. GC says Popeye's biscuits are dry and hard as rock when cold. They are hard as rocks when they're hot. They are they are they are hot rocks when you get them. I mean, and I remember back in the day being able to take the Popeyes biscuits and you put them in the red beans and rice, and it was just this great combination of that buttery biscuit and the savory red beans. You can't do none of that now. You can't. Try it if you want to. Just try it if you want to. Okay. Deanne says, wow, really, I'm a fat mouse. That's why Legacy Moon has adopted a fat mouse to put on her thumbnails and shit. Yes, that is why. That is why. Jay Blake says, Native, I'm not listening to you today about Bojangles biscuits having me getting some this week. Get you some, Jay Blake. They ain't gonna hurt nothing. Go get you some Bojangles biscuits. Oh, Ale said, dang, no Bojangles in New York City. Damn. Well, when you come down south, all right? When you come down south, make that your first stop, all right? Norbert Wallet Williams says, love me some Bojangles biscuit. I'm telling y'all, Tanya B said, they slap. They do. They do. Dumples Wumpa said, Popeye's biscuits are dry like Sonya's skin. Ew, that's a gross comparison, but you're right. You are right. Tanya B here says they closed all of our Bojangles in Jacksonville. Why? Y'all need to protest. Don't take that shit laying down. Y'all need to be out with some signs or some shit. My God, that's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. Oh my God. Hey, Shelly C, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad that you are here. Salado, next time you come to the South, you make that your first stop. Okay. Miss 215, when you come to the South, make that your first stop. I'm sorry that y'all are living in a world without Bojangles. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry that happened to you. Norbert Waller Durham says, Sonya thinks biscuits haven't been good since the 90s. Look, Sonya is, look, when you look at her, you think that she's an expert on any kind of food, like for real. No. She's not. She can't keep food down. Okay. Boys Nana says Sonya's pussy is dry as Popeye's biscuits. Boys Nana. See, it's always the ones you don't expect. Boys Nana, welcome to the furnace. Now, Boys Nana, you know that hurts me more than it hurts you. Okay. It does. It does. Bible Lady says that fat mouse is also a slow mouse mentally and physically. She don't go. Do it look like she can run fast, Bible Lady? She's mentally and physically slow. Okay. The only black but not bitter says North Carolina has many Bojangles as Georgia has Waffle House. I love it there. Yeah, Bojangles. Well, it's Bojangles all over the place here. Like there's one literally around the corner for me. I might go get some today if they're open. I hope so. Miss is beautiful one says last time I went to Popeyes, the biscuits were burnt and cold, and the drive-through person said, "Look, we ain't got no butter." Popeyes be hiring anybody. Popeyes be hiring anybody to work. They do. Oh man, they absolutely do. Tell me that part says Native. The old Hickory House in Tucker has the bomb biscuits. In Tucker, where in Tucker? Because I will go there if they do. Old Hickory House. I'll look that up. Tell me that part. Thank you for that recommendation. I'll check them out. Tucker, because I'm trying to think. Tucker. Oh, it must be over there with all that new stuff that they built. I think I remember seeing that. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me that part. Nappy John Diaz says, hi, Native and Tribe. I'm taking a short road trip to my aunt's house for Easter dinner. Enjoy your dinner at your aunt's house. Thank you so much for coming through, Nappy John D. I appreciate you. I really, really do. I really, really do. Okay, y'all, let's listen to this ridiculous conversation. Um, let's listen to this ridiculous conversation. All right, because they about to talk about some dumb shit, and she gonna try to pretend. Listen to how she tries to pretend like she understands shit. Watch this.
Yeah.
They do
Okay.
have that.
Okay.
So yeah, I
Okay.
will in the morning when I fly out of Atlanta in the morning. I'm always in that wing or whatever, and I always get like a biscuit and orange juice out of there. But I tend to stay away from their chicken. But they do have good
Okay.
fries. They do have good fries.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't mess with that.
So she thinks that she has like some kind of moral high ground because she doesn't eat Popeye's chicken, yet she eats chili dogs. Y'all let that sink in.
Churches, you can have that.
Churches is the same thing.
No,
And
it's
if you
not.
only
It's
see it
nothing.
in low
No,
grade
no,
areas,
no,
you got to
no.
question the
No,
food.
no, 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 no. I just don't like churches. I just don't
Because they
like
be
it.
like, because they big chicken be like this big for a breast.
No, it just
They be
greasy.
like
Got
this
that. I just don't.
big.
It ain't get.
And
I
the
just don't
leg be
like it.
like this, like a turkey leg. And Jim be like, why? Like when they first came out, I was a child. And my dad took us to church because it was new. And he had got some food. And I just looked at it like, why is it that big? I could have been like 9. And I'm just looking at it like, why is the chicken that big? We had never went back after that because he was like, he didn't think about it. But then he was like, yeah, this is not the normal size of chicken.
It's funny how whenever Sonya tells these stories, the people always respond in the same sort of way. When she was working in Detroit and the first day that she worked there, 3 people got shot, right? She said she asked the guy, "Oh, so is this the kind of place it is?" And he said, "Yeah, yeah." And so when she is a 9-year-old child, okay, this is what we're supposed to believe, okay? Okay? You get me? You get me. Okay, you get me, says girl, you did not think that at age 9. So what we're supposed to believe, you get me, is a 9-year-old child who's hungry. And we all know that children are not, some children are, but we all know that when it comes to things like chicken, ain't no 9-year-old child looking at no damn chicken and saying, why is it so big? And the adult who bought the chicken is saying, yeah, I never thought about that 9-year-old child. You know what, 9-year-old child, you're right. This chicken is big. Let us never go here again to eat chicken. Like that's the story she's telling. That her grown ass daddy, who she accused of not being able to read, went to churches and was able to purchase chicken. Was it churches or Popeyes? I forgot what part of the story we're in. But he went there and bought the chicken, and the 9-year-old child had to point out to the daddy who bought the chicken, why is it so big, daddy? And the grown up looked at it and said, yeah, it is big. We're not going to go here anymore. Yeah, because as a 9-year-old child, you're fully aware of how big a chicken is and how big chicken pieces should be. I, as an adult who have been eating food and ordering food my whole life, was not aware that this chicken was so big until you, with your 9-year-old brain, informed me that there was something wrong with the chicken. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bible Lady says it doesn't matter which part native, it's all a lie anyway. Right, right. You right. You right. You right. TD Will says that don't make no sense to me. And it doesn't make any sense to me because, like Chanel Heslop says, children are looking for the big pieces. Children like the big pieces of chicken, right? You give when I was a kid, I loved the breast, and I didn't love the breast except for the fact that it was the biggest piece in the box. And I wanted that big breast. It was bigger than I could handle in most cases, but damn it, I wanted the breast of chicken, and the breast was for my daddy. Okay. So it don't make no sense that she's looking at it going, yeah, this is some big chicken. This chicken is so big. This chicken is so big. I just don't know. I don't know if we should be eating this because it doesn't look healthy, Father. It just doesn't. It just doesn't look healthy at all. So I don't think that we should be eating this. Okay. All right. Now, Sonya, after listening to you all talk about the chicken, it has been determined.
Y'all sound clown. That sounds like a clown statement.
That sounds like a clown statement, Sonya, because no 9-year-old child is gonna point out to their damn daddy that the chicken too big, and the daddy, okay, the daddy is gonna be like, yeah, we ain't gonna eat here no more because my 9-year-old child told me that the chicken was too damn big. Shut the fuck up. Miss Principal says I wanted that big breast scream. I did. That has nothing to do um with me as an adult. Okay. All right. That has nothing to do with me as an adult, Miss Principal. Okay. All right. As an adult, I do like breasts. All right. I will say that. Okay. Now when it comes to my preference in chicken, not so much. All right. Okay. All right, Miss Principal. Okay. I said it, damn it. I said it. Okay. I'm a grown ass man. Norbert Waller Durham says this is the same lady with a bad memory, but remembers a conversation from 50 years ago about chickens. About chicken size make it make sense. Right. TD Will says she lies effortlessly. Yes, she does. It makes no sense. Her response from her dad was, yeah. Yeah. That's how everybody responds to shit that she says. Listen to her stories and tell them that they don't sound amazing. My brother, Kingdom of Kush. I'm so glad that you said it. My brother Kingdom of Kush says breasts are amazing. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. It's always good to have another. It's always good to have another brother in the house. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you for chiming in. Bree, Bree, don't laugh. Okay, don't laugh, Bree. We ain't even got to the funny part, Bree. Watch this. Watch the funny part coming.
So yeah, and then too, nowadays it's not real anyway. I mean, do they even call it Popeye's chicken? Because you got to look at the name. Because remember, Boston Market used to be Boston Chicken, and then they had to change to Boston Market, and KFC was Kentucky Fried Chicken, and now it's just KFC. They had to take chicken out of the name because they're not selling real chicken; they're selling imitation chicken. So they had to take chicken out the name.
So why isn't just KF, dumbass? Hey, dumbass Sonya. Hey, dumbass Sonya. You know what? Somebody criticized me because they said that I always talk about her looks. Okay, well now I'm talking about her intellect. Hey, dumbass Sonya. How come they left the C in, dummy? Why is it KFC? Huh? And how come every time I watch a KFC commercial, they call it chicken? Could it be that they changed the name to KFC because Kentucky Fried Chicken was just a long ass name and they tried to consolidate the name by calling it by its initials? Just like IHOP, you dummy. Do you think that the pancakes aren't real because they stopped calling it International House of Pancakes and now it's called IHOP, and they called it IHOP because the government made them change the name because the pancakes weren't real pancakes? They were actually made out of styrofoam. Is that what happened, you dummy? Because if I follow your logic, anytime a restaurant has to change the name of the restaurant, that means that the thing that's in the name of the restaurant has to be fake. So is IHOP no longer serving real pancakes? Is the question that I would have for this dumbass. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? KFC had to change the name because it's not real chicken.
Y'all sound clown. That sounds like a clown statement.
Sounds like a clown statement to me because KFC, when you walk into the KFC, Mistress Monica, when you walk into the KFC, Chi-Town Libremo, when you Tanya B, when you walk into the KFC, okay, when you walk into the KFC, you look at the menu. Guess what word appears prominently on their menu. The word chicken. You know why? It's because all of the chicken places get their chicken from the same damn place. Popeyes, KFC, churches, they all basically farm it out to one place that distributes the chicken to all of them. Now, their ingredients and how they fry the chicken varies from restaurant to restaurant, but nobody is growing chicken in a lab, which is what she is about to fucking say. This was an internet rumor that has been debunked for years now. For years after the genetic chicken thing came out, people realized, oh yeah, that's not true. And when I say years, y'all, I'm talking about at least 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. This was all debunked. Whenever KFC changed their name, I don't know when that happened. But um, whew, she's so damn dumb. She is so damn dumb, y'all. It's something wrong with her. She talks like somebody who really fell and bumped their head for real. She talks like somebody that is delayed, and she talks like somebody that has a real mental issue. Okay? I'm just saying. That's what look, Dimples Wumpers, you know how this ignorant shit gets on my nerve. Okay? You know how this shit, this shit, this ignorant shit gets on my nerve. Now, Tanya B, indeed, you're correct. Native Tribe Urban Media, they did want to shorten the name, but they mainly got away from the word fried. So yeah. So as Americans became a little bit more health conscious, right? Fried was not an attractive word. So they wanted to take that out. So by shortening the name, they could still keep the brand intact. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, which a lot of people were calling it before they even changed the name. It's kind of like Mickey D's. Like everybody had their thing that they would call a restaurant like that. So yeah, so KFC changing their name was not really a big deal because people were calling it that anyway. But fried was a very unattractive word. You're correct, Tanya B. Absolutely. This don't make no sense. This just don't make no sense. That Sensible Creation Sister says we call him Nesto because he is no longer earnest. Right, right. 80% Simon says I really want to hear what Nesto says about her when he gets off the phone. He probably heads straight to the nurse. And if by the nurse you mean his cellmate, yeah, probably so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Look, and Reigns Victoria says it probably costs more to clone chicken than it just raising a real chicken. See, this is what the people that believe in this shit, they don't think it all the way through because you're right, sensible. You're right, Reigns Victorious. To clone, think about the technology to clone a chicken and to clone it in mass to where it's in all of the KFCs. That would cost 100 times more than it does to raise a chicken, which literally costs pennies on the dollar. So yeah. But when you get conspiracy theorists, their theories are never complete, their thoughts are never complete, and yeah, it's just stupid. It's just stupid. Yes, the silly. Ollie. Yes, the silly. Let's listen.
What you mean imitation chicken? How you gonna make some imitation chicken? What you saying?
It's imitation chicken.
Okay, well, how you gonna make it? Just break that down.
They make it in a lab. That's where they make that shit at. They're not.
You seen this? You got. Hold on.
It's common. It's not common knowledge, but it is old knowledge. Let's say that. Ever since Boston Market changed their name, I think before I even moved to Miami. I want to say maybe 10 years at least, the name changed. So whenever Kentucky Fried Chicken went to KFC, that's when they stopped selling chicken. Well, they probably stopped selling real chicken before that, but the government made them say stop calling it chicken when it's not. It's not real chicken. So I don't know if Popeyes has chicken in the name or if it's just Popeyes. Because it used to be Popeyes Chicken and Biscuits, right? Wasn't it Popeyes?
I guess.
It hasn't been Popeye's Chicken and Biscuit in literally like I don't even know when. But see, what Sonya doesn't. This is what I don't understand about Sonya and Nesto. Sonya and Nesto, for business people, like that's their thing, right? They claim that they are so business minded, they're business savvy, they have all these business ideas. But when they talk about other businesses, it's like they don't understand how business actually works. So it kind of flies in the face of all of their business acumen that they claim. Because if you have a restaurant and you call it Popeye's Chicken and Biscuits, but you sell more than chicken and biscuits, you sell seafood, and you sell desserts, and you sell other things other than chicken and biscuits, then you would at some point want to change your name to reflect what you actually do, because you don't just sell chicken and biscuits. So the fact that that escapes her and she would go down the road of a damn conspiracy theory about the chicken not being real, instead of them realizing, like Tanya B said, that they took fried out. They didn't want fried to be associated with their name, but they wanted to keep their brand. The same way that Popeyes wants to sell more than just chicken and biscuits, they would change their name to just Popeyes. That would make actual sense to somebody that understood the way businesses work and the way marketing works to people that you want to consume your product. But instead, it's because the chicken ain't real. I ain't got nothing else to say. I ain't got nothing else to say. Let's listen.
I know, yeah,
Google it,
but
but I'll duck whatever that new thing is. I kind of got off of Google because they lie, or they lie, they twist, and they hold real information. So I kind of don't trust Google.
So what's that other one that got it? It's not Google, but it's another one.
It's a one called Duck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the one I be on. I be on that one. So
Okay, go ahead.
yeah.
She be on it so hard that she don't know the name of it. That's how hard she be on it. She be on it so hard that she don't know the name of it, and the name of it is Duck Duck Go. It literally has duck in it twice and the word go. Duck Duck Go is a search engine that does not track you like Google does. So it doesn't track your search results, okay? Now, why would somebody like Sonya use a search engine that does not track your search results? Kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? What the hell is she looking up that she got to use DuckDuckGo so that she can't get tracked as she's dealing with somebody who is a career criminal who happens to be her boyfriend locked up in the Cobb County Adult Correctional Facility? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It makes no damn sense. Okay. Casino lady said the only thing she is on is bullshit. She's on bullshit and dog food. Okay. All right. Ale said, nah, she be on that duck, duck, goose. She can't jump that high. Okay. Um, Ms. Ms. is beautiful one. Are you leaving us? If so, have a great, great evening. Okay. Mimi says exactly, Nato. I'm telling you, Mimi, it don't. Now she's using a browser that don't track your information. While she's trying to contact victims and contact victims' parents and do all this stuff that is damaging to his case, but she don't realize it until the sentencing, right? But she using DuckDuckGo. All right. Well, Sonya, guess what? I got a little bit of a spoiler for you. When the government come calling, they can get that information too. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Just saying. The real VB points out that everyone lies but her, Nasty Nesto, and Silverback. Damn Three Stooges. Yes, they are. Yep. Yep. Norbert Norbert Waller Williams says she don't remember the name Duck Duck Go, but remembers a conversation from 50 years ago about chicken. I don't think so. Yeah. Yep. You get me says probably CP since she wants to align with Nesto so much. Probably so. Probably so. Um, I wouldn't doubt it. Real zesty little dude says, "Come on, let's be real, Sonya. You stupid." In my Martin voice, yes, she is very stupid, and we're about to hear some more of her stupidity. Watch this.
It ain't real chicken. Yeah, it ain't in the name no
okay.
more.
Right.
Not in the name.
Now I'm gonna tell you who else got some good chicken. Now I'm not gonna say, hey, I eat chicken all day now, but
Come on, country. We
hey,
already know.
hey. Well, look here. I'm gonna spin you on this one now. Now this one gonna spin you. That goddamn Publix chicken is fire.
Oh, Publix is good.
I know it is.
I'm assuming it's real. I'd have to ask because cause they get it from, I guess, the chicken that they sell. I'm assuming, but Publix chicken is very good, and that's the
I
chili
know
I
it
was
is.
eating. Their chili is really good. Their soup is
Okay.
really good. Man, I think all of their food is pretty much hitting. I can't, unless I just don't like that dish. I think everything that Publix sells, because they have a standard in their situation. So yeah, everything. Yeah, I don't do that Winn Dixie or Kroger.
Okay. So who you ate the best fish from in Atlanta so far? I'm gonna see if you got it right. Yes.
JJ Fish.
No.
I ain't been nowhere else who else got better fish.
Okay. Hey.
I'm not a seafood person, but
Okay. JJ's. Okay. Okay. Well, they all right, but they ain't better than that Yasin. Now that Yasin been around a long time.
Anybody know what he's talking about? Because I don't. And yeah, I live here, and I don't know what Yasin is. He said it's on Old National. Is anybody familiar? Black but not bitter. Are you familiar with Yasin? Because I'm not. I'm just curious to know if that's a thing. Um, I'm curious to know if it is as good as he said, because JJ's is good. The only thing I don't like about JJ's is everything is fried. So I'm not really fond of, like, I like fried fish, but I don't like the whole menu to be nothing but fried fish. So so if there's anybody in the area that knows about Yasin, anybody that's heard of that knows about that, because I don't. Okay. Uh Ramaya Sharan says, even if she didn't know what to do, Google Chat has quite a few answers. Even YouTube videos are available. But see, when you are a conspiracy theorist, Ramaya Sharan, what they like to do is they like to basically get everything from one source of information. Because see, what they're afraid of, if you believe in a conspiracy and there's evidence that goes against your conspiracy, if you look at that, then you have to be kind of like responsible for, what you're reading, and you have to kind of like take it into account, or you can discount it all as lies. So what conspiracy theorists like to do is they stick to one channel or one place where they get their information, and that's it. They're not trying to look anywhere else. So she just likes to, so if it's not there, they don't go anywhere else. They don't bother to look at YouTube or anything else that might possibly show that there's another side and that they could be wrong, because as we know about Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III, she's never wrong. She has never admitted to being wrong. She's never wrong about anything. She knows everything. Everything that is what it is goes through her, and that's the way she lives her life. So we know that. So yes, there are other sources, but that ain't what them people do. That is not what people do. Okay. Bree says, I'm not going on Old National. I don't blame you, Bree. Okay. I don't blame you. Now every now and then I might have a hood moment and I might go down there to the flea market down there. Okay. Because the Old National Flea Market has a lot of stuff. Okay. But as far as like going down there to look for Yasins or whatever the hell he just said, no. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell he's talking about. I do. Bella says I do. So you know where it's at? You been there? Pretty Frugal Diva says Yasin's is good to me. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Bible Lady says Yasim was the bomb. I used to eat at the one on Old National in Candler Road. Old National and Candler Road. Okay. I look, I'm always looking for good fish. So if it's good, I will try it out. I will try it out. Joseph Bullard says he meant Saddam Hussein. Joseph Bullard in the house, y'all. Joseph Bullard is in the house. D Dub says she complained that the food at a party she went to tasted like it came from Publix, as if it was a bad thing. We all know that she lies and she switches up her answers based on what Nesto says. Okay. If Nesto said that he liked he liked Kamala Harris, she would change. She wouldn't be a Trumper anymore. She's that wishy-washy. Norbert Waller Williams says, I'm shocked that she didn't say her favorite fish place is Captain D's. She can't afford Captain D's. She can only afford the places where, you know, where she can use her coupons and shit. 80% CMOS says, if it's Nesto speaking, Yasim is probably not even close to the name. I don't know. Bible Lady says she's actually been to a Yasim, so oh, okay. Pretty Frugal Diva says, I grew up on Old National, the Meadows, if you know, you know. I'm not that familiar. Like I said, when I'm on Old National, I am going to the flea market over there. That's where I'm going, and I love that place. Pretty Frugal Diva says Yassine's is good. I grew up on it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to try to try that out. I'm gonna have to try that out. Okay. Ms. Apple Pie says, yes, Native. There was one indicator a long time ago. No one eats there anymore. Nesto is crazy. Okay. All right. Bible Lady says, you know, you can find the best food in the hood for the most part. I know that that's true in New Orleans, Louisiana. I know that the Red Store that used to be by the Iberville Projects that had the best po' boys in the city. That, along with the Dowman, the Dowman shop over there on Dowman, in the East. I know that they have some good po' boys, and all that's in the hood. I know that. So yes, Bible Lady, you are correct. The hood has some of the best food. Yes. It's not Yassine's. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to check. Well, that's what he said. I'm going by what he said, which ain't always a good idea. But let's listen. Let's listen to him talk about fish and shit.
Where is that at?
Yassine. You got to get out there. Old National out there. You got to get out there.
Oh, I'll be down there when I drop the baby off, because that's where her mama stay down there.
Yeah. They got
Oh,
they got the
Yassine?
they got the Killer Whitey.
National?
Yeah.
It's on Old National. Is it right by 75?
Yes.
75 and Old National? Or 285?
No. It's on 285 off of 285. 285. Yeah. Keep going on down past car wash. Yeah.
I'll look for it, because I'll be over there with dropping the baby off and picking her up. I do.
Yeah.
I don't know when she's going back, but
yeah.
next
Dad
time I
and
go
them hush
over there,
puppies.
they got
them hush puppies. Yeah, them hush puppies be swinging with that lemonade now. That lemonade, that pink lemonade is off the chain. Yeah, absolutely.
I ain't drinking the lemonade, because sometimes because they pour it out the sink. And you know that sink water is not good. It's got chlorine and fluoride and some other stuff in it.
You got to die from something, so you're trying to be too careful. Is that what it is?
I'm trying to prolong the death if I can. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She's trying to prolong the death because she doesn't want to drink the lemonade. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me. I'm gonna make this point real quick. Hold on. Watch this. She's trying to prolong the death because she doesn't trust where the lemonade come from. However, we heard her on a call on the toilet. Okay, she was on the toilet. Black but not bitter. Black but not bitter. I know you hear, and I know you know where I'm about to go with this. She's on the toilet. Okay, talking on the phone. Which, by the way, they say that your cell phone has the most germs of anything in your entire house. Okay. Now, she's on the toilet, talking on the phone, when all of a sudden she realized that the waffle is burning in the oven. She jumps out of the toilet. Black but not bitter. What did she not do when she jumped off that toilet? Okay. I'm going to let Black but not bitter fill in the blank. She jumps off the toilet, runs into the kitchen. Black but not bitter said she ain't washed her nasty hands with that sink water. Okay. So picture somebody who doesn't want to drink the damn lemonade because of where it might come from, but yet can jump off the toilet. Okay. Run into the kitchen and grab the waffle. Now she has carried all of her fecal matter into the kitchen after jumping off the toilet because, as you can see on the screen, Black but not bitter says she ain't washed her nasty hands in the sink water. Okay. But she has the nerve, Chick-fil-A gal. She has the nerve to talk about how somebody make they lemonade because she want to prolong the death. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda. Okay. She didn't put any soap or water on her nasty hands. Miss Principal said, did she wipe her ass? No, Miss Principal. When I tell you she carried all her fecal matter into the damn kitchen, she carried all her fecal matter into the kitchen. All of it, Miss Principal. All of it. Okay. She went and, but yet she's weary about the tap water. Okay. All right. Now, uh, Legacy Moon will tell you that this heifer brushes her teeth with the wash rag in the shower. Okay. She takes the wash rag that she uses on her body and puts it in her mouth to wash her teeth because brushing her teeth is too hard to do. Okay. Okay. I'm just saying. Dimples Wimple says she, just like her boyfriend, rinse his hands with no water and no soap. With water and no soap. Look, Dimples Wimples. The audacity of her to be squeamish about lemonade that these people make and have a actual health standard. In Georgia, the health inspectors come, and trust me when I tell you that if the lemonade ain't being made correctly, the health inspectors will shut your shit down. The health inspectors will give you a grade so low that you will be so embarrassed to open your doors the next day. Okay? But even though health inspectors ain't found nothing wrong with the lemonade, she got a problem with it. And she's so damn clean that her wash rag tooth washing ass, her chili dog eating ass is trying to prolong the death. Okay, all right, all right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Nope. Not making a joke. Not making a joke. That's what she said. Norbert Waller Durham. This is what came out of her mouth. Now, Norbert Waller Durham. You know, I will quote this heifer in a minute. You know, I have all of her sayings in my head. Yes, that's what she said. Yes, boys Nana. Boys Nana. Sonya wash her ass and brush her teeth with the same washcloth. Yes. Miss Principal say walking bacterial infection. Yes. But yet something might be wrong with the lemonade. Oh, okay. I told y'all this was gonna get done.
If I can. So, yeah, I don't want to have to be on their medication. So I try to steer clear of stuff that you obviously know is wrong because everything is bad. So you just got to try to, I guess, downsize what's killing us or keeping us in the hospital or keeping us medicated till we die.
Okay, so what about them? What about them people still living 100, 105, 110 years old? You know, they've been eating pork all their life.
People that's older than us, but you know, that's not going to happen after our generation. You're not going to have people live. Well, if they change the food like they want to and take all the chemicals and make our food the same as Europe standards and Canadian standards and the other European countries standard, then yes, we have a chance. But if they don't change the standards of our food, we're screwed.
I'm sorry, Sonya. What standards was that again? I'm sorry. What, can you give me them standards again?
Going to happen after our generation. You're not going to have people live. Well, if they change the food like they want to and take all the chemicals and make our food the same as Europe standards and Canadian standards and the other European countries standards.
Canada is in Europe, y'all. No, just tell me, is Canada in Europe? Because I promise you I didn't think it was. Now, I did go to sleep and wake up today. All right. I did go to sleep last night, woke up today. Last night when I went to sleep, Canada was not a part of Europe. And I didn't know if anything happened. I'm just saying, Jay Blake, can you tell me that today that Canada is a part of Europe? Because she said European, Canadian, and other European. Is Canada a part of Europe? D-Dub said it may be in Europe since Maine is cross seas. D-Dub, you're right. You're right. I don't know. I don't know Norbert Waller Durham. If Canada became a part of Europe, maybe it was on November 24th. Maybe on November 24th, we missed that being the day that Canada is a part of Europe. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you can be humbled by the things that you don't know. Bible lady said, "You mean to tell me they moved Canada while we were sleeping last night?" I think so. Or at least it happened on November 24th, Bible lady. Okay. Now, if y'all thought this was the dumbest thing she was going to say, oh, hold my pause button. Watch this.
Standard, then yes, we have a chance. But if they don't change the standards of our food, we're screwed. We're screwed. Because you got to think about it. If they're stopping reproduction, and then they're stopping long life living, and by the time the baby's generation is here,
they're stopping long life living. Okay, because long life living. You know long life living. They're stopping long life living and replacing it with short life living. Okay. And they're stopping the long life living. Why again? I'm not sure why the long life living is being stopped. Does anybody know why the long life living is being stopped? I don't know the only black but not bitter what is long life living, but it's being stopped. Okay. All right. You get me. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says no lemonade, but she will share a man with half a. See, you get me. I wasn't even trying to go there, but you're right. You real squeamish about wiping off the telephone and shit, but you'll take Ernesto's nasty ass toys. You'll take the unsanitized toys up your yin yang. But you don't want to drink the lemonade because you don't want to stop the long life living. That's what it is. You don't want to stop the long life living, Sonya. Yeah. Well, how about the short hair growing? Did you stop? When are they gonna stop the short hair growing? When that's gonna happen? When is the short hair growing get stopped while they stopping the long life living? I don't understand. You get me, but you get me. Thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Yeah, the long life living. Linda says, if Canada's in Europe, how is Sonya's president going to make it the 51st state? Linda, let's not even go there. Okay. Them folks said it happened on Monday. Okay. All right. I am Coco says, how do you stop reproduction? She doesn't know. And she knows that Nesto over there, who appears to be asleep, she knows that Nesto does not have the answer to that either. And nor is Nesto going to question that. Yes, casino lady, long life living. Okay. All right. Golden Pearl said this proves that she was lying when she told Nesto she was driving to Canada. Yep. Long Del Sol, long life living. Okay. Long life living. BN says she don't know that genetics also play a huge part in long life. There's a lot that she doesn't know about what she's talking about. Okay. All right. Janetta says, I agree that Europe has better standards on foods, but they smoke a lot over there. They don't regulate smoking in public at all. I was subjected to secondhand smoke at the airport in Paris. Yeah, there's a lot of give and take, Janetta, that, again, you would have to be studied in order to understand this. Not just reading off of somebody's website or listening to your favorite conspiracy theory blogger, right? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But listen, y'all, it gets better. It gets better. Hold on. We're going to listen.
here as adults. So she's after Katie, right? they should have like a smaller population, because you got to figure Katie's generation and Sydney's generation is not going to reproduce as much. They're not pushing for it. You know.
I got one more for you. Who got the best coleslaw? Who got the best coleslaw?
Chick-fil-A used to have the best coleslaw. They stopped making it.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
They did.
The best one franchise got the best coleslaw is KFC.
KFC, right? KFC
yes.
Coleslaw.
They got the best, but other than that, it's hit.
Used to have it. They used to have good coleslaw. They don't have it anymore. They stopped making it, but they have the recipe online, because I made some when I was living in Miami, when I was back in Florida, in 21, 22. I made some then, and it was so good.
Damn it, Sonya, why can't you just have a discussion without it involving some shit that you didn't do? Damn it, man. Is a lie necessary all the time? Ernesto is trying to have a good time. Now, look, he was all smiling. Watch this. Let me show y'all. Look at the look on his face. You see the look on his face now? Okay, now look at how happy he was to change the damn subject. Okay, well, look.
Other than that, it's hit.
Look, he's happy.
They used to have good coleslaw. They don't have it anymore. They stopped making it, but they have the recipe online, because I made some when I was living in Miami.
See how he's no longer happy, Sonya? See, if you looked up at the damn camera with them damn blue eyes that you got, okay? If you looked up at the camera with your left-leaning eyes, okay? All right, with your Biggie Smalls eyes. If you looked up just one, you could see the look on this man's face, and you could see that he is not having a good time while you're telling your fucking stories. Nobody wants to hear this shit about some shit. Why does this count into the conversation that you made some damn coleslaw at home, and then you got to recount what year it was that you made the damn coleslaw? Nobody gives a fuck, including this guy that you're talking to. He doesn't care, but you got to go on and on. All he want to do is have a fun conversation about food, and you're fucking it up, Sonya. You are fucking it up. Listen.
I was back in Florida in 21, 22. I made some then, and it was so good. It was a lot of sugar in it, but they have the recipe online that you can get. But Chick-fil-A used to have the best coleslaw. They just stopped making it. But KFC is right there, because that is something I do eat. I just had last week some coleslaw from KFC.
That's the best.
It was when I got back, actually. It was Thursday when I got back in town from Detroit. And nothing was open, so I went to KFC. Did not want to, but I had.
Okay, you didn't have to. Nobody forced you to go to fucking KFC. That's not a thing, okay? But listen, Sonya, this is the way that the conversation is supposed to go. Me and my friends do this sometimes too, okay? They say, who has the best blank? Or what was the best blank? And then you say what you think it is, they say what they think it is, and then y'all compare, and then it's a conversation, and then you move on to the next thing. That's what Nesto's trying to have, since you are one of his boys. Okay? Since he looks at you like you one of the boys, all right? Because you're a zesty little dude exerting all this male energy. What Nesto is trying to do is simply have that fun conversation. He does not want to hear about when you went to Detroit, when you went to Cleveland. He don't care about you had to stop at KFC even though you didn't want to, because you just told us you don't eat that. He doesn't care. You're fucking it up, Sonya. You're fucking it up. And so for somebody who is surprisingly as mannish as you are, I'm surprised that you do not understand the way this conversation is supposed to fucking go. Okay? You're fucking it up. He's not having fun. He's not having a good time with you. Okay? It just makes no damn sense. Beanne says, yes, Native, I said the same thing. She doesn't know how this is supposed to work. This is not about you. This is not a chance to tell your stories. This is about Nesto having a fun conversation about food. All right? I've had this conversation a lot with people. All right? It's actually a fun thing to do when you don't have somebody who is just self-absorbed as this heifer right here. Listen.
Coleslaw and a piece of chicken.
Yeah, that chicken ain't hitting on nothing but that coleslaw.
It
It's the
ain't real.
bang.
I mean, but that coleslaw is everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I do like
everything.
that coleslaw.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You
Okay.
gotta get you some
All right.
Popeyes, some KFC coleslaw, and some Publix chicken,
Okay. So who got the best ice cream? Let me hear that.
and
Who
some
got the best?
wafting.
Who? Y'all
The
seen?
best
Y'all
that
seen
that
the
that
best ice
that
cream?
that ice cream place right across from down the street from the ballpark. It starts with a BR, Brussels or Brussels. I don't know.
You talking about
This illiterate heifer can't say Brewster's. It's Brewster's ice cream, okay? It's called Brewster's, not Brussels, not Brew, whatever the hell you was about to say. It's called Brewster's. Y'all, it's not even a big word, okay? It's Brewster's. It's in her neighborhood. She has to pass by it every damn day. Why can't she say Brewster's, Dimples Wimples? Bien. Why the only black but not bitter do me and you know that it's Brewster's and she don't, and it's in her neighborhood? Now there is a Brewster's not too far from here, and they do have very good ice cream. I will say that. Now is it the best? I don't know. I ain't never compared ice cream to no other ice cream shit. I don't know. It's good. It's good if you out and you're doing something, okay? But why? Friday Child, can't she read? Friday Child says she can't read. Because when you look at okay, Friday Child, check this out, right? The only black but not bitter has put it in the chat that it's Brewster's, right? Look at that word. Look at that word that she is struggling with right now. She is struggling with Brewster's, okay? Look, Jay Blake said, Native, I love when you roast this bitch. Look, I don't try. I go into these with the best of intentions, okay? But she brings it out of me, Jay Blake. She just brings it out, okay? I'm not trying to roast her, okay? I'm trying to be as nice as I can to the little slow thing, okay? Because she a little slow thing. She's slow, okay? But she just brings it out. She just brings it out. Major's wife said this was very telling that Shirley never cooked. This man. I'm sorry, I didn't read this before I pulled it up. This was very telling that Shirley never cooked. This man knows all the unhealthy fast food spots. I know damn well Miss Strawberry wasn't eating coleslaw from KFC. Sure wasn't. But see, when you cheating and when you theft by decepting and when you out here CPing and you out here touching folks when they don't want to be touched, you ain't got time to go home for a home cooked meal, Major's wife. You got to eat on the run. Because see, theft by deceiving, you know, you got to do that on the fly. So I'm not surprised. I'm pretty sure Shirley Strawberry cooked herself some nice meals. But hell, Major's wife, when the hell was this Negro ever gonna come home to eat them? I'm just saying. Jay Blake says, I hear why she stays on the toilet eating hot dogs and ice cream. Mm-hmm. Yep. Ann says a conversation about food, not where and what you cook, just food. Dang, how hard is that? She can't have a normal conversation. She can't. It's ridiculous that she has to do all this. Victoria says they make fun of her on the show. Styrene is always teasing her for not knowing how to cook. Yeah, she doesn't. Shirley Strawberry doesn't strike me as somebody that can get into the kitchen. She doesn't. Oh, Steve was always teasing her. Okay, yeah, no, it doesn't surprise me that she doesn't know how to cook. Nope. BN says it's a simple conversation. Now, when it involves her, she got to give you all the conspiracy theories. She got to tell you what the internet says. She got to tell you what she did in Detroit back in 1972. She got to give you all this instead of just answering the damn questions. And if you look at the way Nesto is looking like this should be simple, and it's not. Truly. Let's listen, y'all.
Baskin Robbins?
No, it's a standalone ice cream spot, and it's only like 2 that I saw in the area of Atlanta.
Oh, you talking about it's in the plaza over there by Best Buy, where everybody be standing outside all the time.
Yeah,
no, ma'am. That's not. No, ma'am. That's not the one.
Best butter pecan ice cream.
The best ice cream out there right now, straight up. Straight up. Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen got the best. Yes, it is. Listen, man.
Jen, whatever her name is, she got better ice cream than Dairy Queen. Is Dairy Queen ice cream even real?
Listen, man, you put you some strawberry and some pecans and that thing, you'll bite all your fingers off.
Dairy Queen when I leave here, because it's right around the corner.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you that Dairy Queen make you get hit or miss over there now. I'm trying to tell you.
And some, what is that spot called? Krispy Kreme, Dairy Queen. I'm making steak tonight, though. I'm not trying to get all full. I'm going to Smoothie King, and I'm getting up.
He didn't ask you that. He didn't say shit about donuts, which literally donuts and coffee is the only thing that they have at the damn Krispy Kreme. Where did Krispy Kreme come from? Because it reminded you of the words Dairy Queen. So you said Krispy Kreme. He ain't said nothing. Follow the conversation. He didn't ask you what you were eating. Look at the look on his face, y'all. Look at the look on Ernesto's face. You know they say he nasty, but look at his face. He looking like, damn it, man. That ain't what I'm at. That don't have shit to. Why are you talking about steak and what? Sonya is delayed, y'all. Sonya is delayed. Okay. I don't know if she knows it. I don't know if she has been diagnosed at some point in her childhood. I don't know if her parents know. Her mama might know. I don't know. But I'm just here to tell y'all that Sonya is delayed. It takes a delayed person to have a conversation about ice cream and who has the best ice cream. And you say that it's the Brewster. You don't know the name of the place. It's called Brewster's, okay? But that's not what makes her delayed. What makes her delayed is the fact that he said it's Dairy Queen. And then she was like, no, Dairy Queen, Krispy Kreme, I'm going to have a steak. That's what makes her delayed, okay? She literally said Dairy Queen, Krispy Kreme, I'm going to eat steak. That's not how conversations go. Dairy Queen, Krispy Kreme, I'm going to have steak is not the way regular people with functioning brains. That's not how they talk. I'm just saying, yes, be the one. She is a weirdo. Let's listen, y'all. My.
Banana boat, because that's actually a good smoothie.
Okay.
Yeah, because I gotta have a banana intake, and I don't like bananas. But I will eat something that tastes like banana ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I don't like the actual. So I always go grab a smoothie from Smoothie King, because that's around here. It's on the way back.
I got one more for you.
Now, do you see how this stupid ass Nesto with this fucked up ass hairline, Kingdom of Kush, where you at? Do you see this hairline, sir? Mama, and y'all wonder why I say he get his hair cut with a hot butter knife. Look at this shit on the screen right now. Anyway, Nesto dumbass is still trying to play the game with her, right? He is still trying to play this food game with her. I would have given up a long time ago. The fact that he still wants to play this game with her, okay? The fact that he still wants to play this game as HLS tells me that he's just as delayed as she is. Because why the hell are you still? You see, she don't know the rules and she don't know what the fuck to do and how to do the back and forth. She has no idea what she's doing, boys, Nana. So why in the hell, Janetta, is he still wanting to play this game? I don't understand. I don't, because I promise you, I would be nope. I would be like, let's do something else. Let's do something else. Okay. Janetta says Nesto's teeth don't look bad. I wonder if he has dentures. I think he does. I believe so. I do. But listen, Nesto still trying to play with his little friend. Okay, let's listen.
Go
Got
ahead.
one more for you.
Go ahead.
Who got the best breakfast food in Atlanta?
Me. I made some this morning.
Now, I want you to understand what the question is, okay? Who got the best breakfast food in Atlanta? Who got the best breakfast food? Okay. Breakfast food, Beanne. Okay. And Beanne, her answer was me, even though she fucks up the first pancake. I don't see how you can fuck up the first pancake and have the best breakfast. When I go to First Watch to eat breakfast, okay? When I go to First Watch to eat breakfast, y'all, First Watch does not fuck up the first pancake. All right. First Watch has very good breakfast. Okay. Um, um, Milk and Honey has great breakfast. All right. Um, Homegrown has very good breakfast. These are some great breakfast spots that I know of in Atlanta. People have told me about others. I haven't had a chance to try them. Okay. But let me tell you the thing about all those places that I just mentioned, they don't fuck up the first pancake, Sonya. Okay. So it can't be you. It can't be you. All right. Jay Blake said, I told y'all numerous times these two are those big ass kids who were in our class that should have been left 10 years earlier. Right. They are the large children that are in the room that should not be there, that have failed over and over again. Mm-hmm. Victoria says, First Watch doesn't do it for me. I actually have a few things that I order from them. The omelets are really good. I haven't had a lot from their menu, so maybe that's what it is, Victoria. But the things I have had have been good. Um, the only black but not bitter says grits and eggs have excellent breakfast brunch food. Please tell me where that is because I've never heard of them actually. Um, Victoria says I like Huskers. Who was telling me about Huskers? Somebody was just telling me about Huskers yesterday, Victoria. That's coincidental. That is coincidental. Yeah, Dimples Wumbles. First Watch lemon ricotta pancakes they absolutely are. I've had them before, and I don't really like lemon stuff, but those are actually good. So yes. But now she's going to talk about how she makes good breakfast, even though she fucks up the first pancake.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
a good
know.
one.
I don't be
That's a
out
good
for
one.
I don't be out for break. I like to sleep in. But
Well, I like breakfast food all day long. So
Cheesecake Factory has some really. They have a chicken and waffles egg Benedict's, which is good, and then they have the cinnamon roll pancake, which is really good. I don't know. There's nobody I get up and eat. And damn sure ain't
no,
Waffle
ma'am, no,
House.
ma'am. Yes, it is. You
No,
just
it's
call it right on the head.
not. Oh,
So here's the thing. Breakfast food for Sonya. Okay. Nesto is acting like Sonya gets up early enough to eat breakfast. This heifer don't get up till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, damn Nesto. She don't get up till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. What the fuck do she know about breakfast? This lazy heifer sleeps half the day away. Nesto, come on now. Come on now. That's like asking Alfonso Ribeiro about black women. Okay? That's like asking Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air about black women. All right. He don't know nothing about that. And she don't know nothing about damn breakfast. Stop it. Stop it, sir. Stop it. Miss HLS with the super chat says somebody name a dumber couple. Now, you could name the Dumb and Dumber from the movie Dumb and Dumber. Those two were a couple, and they were kind of dumb. Other than that, there isn't really going to be a real life, in person, non movie couple as stupid as these two. It's just not possible, Ms. HLS. Thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate you. I do. Linda says she doesn't know about lunch either. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, hold on. The only black but not better says grits and eggs in the Vinings, Buckhead, Midtown, and Summerhill, Hank Aaron Drive. They are African American owned. Grits and eggs. I've never heard of them. Now I'm curious, and I probably will be there tomorrow. Okay. You said they're in Vinings, Buckhead, Midtown, and Summer Hill. Midtown is probably going to be the one I look for. Okay. All right, Black but Not Better. Thank you. Black but Not Better be helping me out. Yep. Okay. Salt and Pepper Tresses says, taking Eggos out the freezer ain't it. Well, that's what she does. And she puts them in the oven. Salt and Pepper Tresses. All right, let's listen.
Waffle House.
I forgot you country and you eat out of gas stations and your sandwiches. So your taste buds is trash.
Hey, no, that's not true. No, that's not true.
You sit there and said Waffle House got the best breakfast.
First of all, somebody that eats Alfredo every day, your taste buds are trash, ma'am. You can't keep food down, so your whole digestive system is trash. So I mean, you really can't talk about nobody eating habits being trash. I'm just saying.
They do not.
Well,
maybe 20 years ago.
Well, you know what? They still holding their water. Now.
That shit is trash. I had a waffle about a month ago. That shit was so nasty.
Well,
I used to just buy their waffles and just take them home and like every day, like heat one up or whatever. I was like, ew, it was just nasty.
Well, people don't go there. They don't go there for the waffles. They go there for the eggs. No, but they don't go there for the.
Their eggs are good.
Thank you. Their eggs and the grits.
I don't eat grits. Sorry.
Okay, what are we trying to? You missing the best? Okay, and the T-bone. I'm gonna tell you
that when I was in Detroit. She was like, "You want grits?" I was like, "Ew, who eats grits?"
Yeah. Hey, well, you know what?
Douse it with sugar and butter. So all you're eating is sugar and butter.
Well, that's okay.
Because you're eating all the other crap that you put in it to make it taste like something different.
Y'all, do y'all hear how dumb this shit is? That's like saying that you're not really eating soup. You're eating the water and the tomatoes and the seasoning that makes the water taste like tomato soup. Do y'all hear how dumb this shit is? This is some dumb shit. Okay? She don't know that ingredients are needed to cook. Well, you're not really eating chicken. You're eating the rosemary, thyme, garlic, salt, right? And whatever you cook it in, you're eating that instead of eating chicken. I'm just saying. Dimples Wumples said, that's how you know she can't cook, right? Sapphire Wu says, Native, you must go to Grits and Eggs, black owned, red snapper, and grits. What? You know I love me some damn. Oh, you know I love me some red snapper. Oh, I will be there tomorrow. Yes. Sapphire Wu, thank you. Thank you for dropping down and telling me about that. Wow. Look, Deanne. She said you're not eating grits. You're eating the things that are in the grits to make it taste different. So Sonya don't season her food, is what she's saying. Because that shit don't make sense. You know what, Deanne? You know what I just thought about? You know what I thought about that sound like?
Y'all sound clown. That sound like a clown statement.
It sounds like a clown statement, Sonya, because that's what you do to food. You season it so that it tastes good. That's just what you do. That's just what you do. Okay. All right. Okay. Norbert Waller Durham says, why is she getting so aggressive over grits? Maybe she has maybe she has past trauma with grits, or maybe with the butter and the sugar. I don't know. I don't know. Just Peeking says she only knows how to use the microwave. The stove is an unknown appliance to her. Right, right. I'm just. Let's listen. Hold on.
Well, they got
And
the
it's
best chicken
grainy,
sandwich.
like okra. Who got the best chicken sandwich?
I just told you. Waffle House.
They got chicken
Yes.
sandwiches?
They got the chicken sandwich with the egg slapped on top of it. I'm talking about, you don't know no good eating when you're just out there.
I don't eat like that.
Okay,
Shit.
well, I don't eat all day, every day. I don't do all that. But when I do want to eat,
you eat was ham sandwich and soup and coffee.
well,
Now, this is how you know when you're dealing with somebody that's way back in the woods. Okay. When you say you slap something on something, he said that they got the chicken sandwich with the egg slapped on there. The eggs is slapped on there. See, you don't just put the eggs on there, you slap the eggs on there. Okay. That's how you know that you're dealing with somebody from way in the back of the woods. All right. You done slapped on them eggs on top of that sandwich. Okay. All right. You just slap them on there, BN. You don't put them on there when you got the peanut butter and jelly. All right. And you got the bread and you done put that jelly on there and then you slap that peanut butter on top. Yep. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. Angel Hair 62 says he's so cheap. Go eat at some soul food restaurant here in ATL. That food is bussin'. There's a lot of good restaurants here in Atlanta that we could literally spend all day talking about the food here. It's a lot of good restaurants. There's also a lot of not good restaurants here. Okay, so let's not get it twisted. There are a lot of restaurants that are here to give you a bunch of music, a lot of loud music, a grass wall to take pictures in front of, and the food be just the most mediocre shit that you ever ate in your life. That happens a lot here in Atlanta. It really, really does. Yep, Jay Blake, that's some country ass talk. Linda says, "Who slaps eggs on a chicken sandwich?" I don't know. Now I will say that the chicken melt that they do have at Waffle House, it is good. All right, but then just like most Waffle House food, it depends on the person cooking the food. What crew came in that day is going to make the difference in that sandwich. I promise, because sometimes it's a little bit salty. Sometimes it's just right. Sometimes they can get that toast just right. Sometimes they forget to put the onions on there. It just depends on the crew that came in. It depends on the food that came in. Okay. Angel Hair 62 says, yes, Native, both are here, but Waffle House chain food at best. Yeah, Waffle House is good. I haven't eaten Waffle House in a month. I think I only eat Waffle House maybe a couple times a year. Like, for real. Let's listen.
Hey, well, guess what? It keep me alive. I ain't trying to sit here and eat all day, every day, all night. And some people can do that. I just can't do that. I'm not a foodie like that. But when I do eat, I rather go get.
You always not want to eat.
Yeah.
The baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Okay. Yeah. So I got my taste bud fulfilled for 15 minutes.
That's how I used to be when I was in the hospital, and all I saw was food commercials, and I'd be sitting there like, and I was still on the IV. They wouldn't let me eat food yet, and I was just so mad. Like, I can't eat shit, and all you see is food commercials all freaking night.
Whatever, Sonya. I'm not really concerned about Sonya right now. I'm concerned about Miss HLS. Miss HLS, what the hell you mean you ain't never tasted grits? What the hell you mean, Miss HLS? I don't understand that. How did grits escape you all this time? Ms. HLS, I'm gonna need you to taste some grits. 2025. If you don't do nothing but just go by someplace, okay, someplace, and get you some grits. Just taste them. You ain't gotta like them, but you gotta understand that grits is a part of like I'm from the South. I am. Can't change that, right? Grits is essential down here. Grits is essential. Now, Sapphire Wu is trying to tell me something that I did not know. Best grits is intercontinental? What? I never would have thought that. I never would have thought that. But now I got to go all the way to Buckhead and get me some intercontinental grits because I believe you. I believe you. Okay. Okay. I believe you, Sapphire Wu. I do. B. said grits are fire. Cook with salt, pepper, vegetable broth. Ooh, you know how to make them, B. You know how to make them. Miss 215 said no sugar in the grits. No, sugar does not go in grits. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what y'all say. Okay. Vic to the Veil. Where you been, Vic to the Veil? Vic to the Veil says, I love cheese grits with over medium egg on top. I could do without the over medium egg. I love my egg scrambled. But yes, grits are a comfort food, Golden Pearl. Yes, yes, yes. Sapphire, were they expensive? They charge a lot for grits. Come on now. That's ridiculous. I'll pay it though. If they good, I'll pay it. But I think it's ridiculous to charge a lot for grits, for real. I mean, considering you can get a whole bag of grits for what, $2, $3. I mean, it's not, the grits are not expensive.
And day long. And I'm sitting there like, soon as I was able to eat, which was the 4th week, end of the 3rd week I was allowed to eat, I was door dashing like it was nobody's business because hospital food is shitty. And I don't even understand why it tastes so bad. But hospital food is like, they just put the food in.
Let me explain it to your dumbass why hospital food is not gourmet food. So hospital food has to be prepared in case people have certain conditions. So you're not going to put a lot of seasoning in food if somebody has high blood pressure and that's what they're in the fucking hospital for, you dumb ass. Why don't you know that if you're in the hospital, you cannot have the same things? There are dietary restrictions because in a lot of cases, food can make a lot of conditions worse if they are prepared the same way they are as they are on the outside. You idiot. How come that escapes you? Why do you think that hospital food should have all the sugar for people that are in there for diabetes, all of the salt for people that are in there with any kind of coronary condition? Why do you think that the food should be prepared the same way it is on the outside as it is on the inside? You fucking imbecile. I don't know why this is now. She gonna make a big deal out about this, right? Yeah, yeah. This is yeah, yeah. Being the hospital food is supposed to be so good and so flavorful, while people are just dying from. Can you imagine you in the hospital and all of a sudden your blood pressure go all the way up because you got all the salt in the food that you had when that got you into the damn hospital? This woman is. My bad. I ain't mean to call her a woman, y'all. But this thing is dumb. Janetta said, that's why Native is my boy. No sugar on the grits. No, indeed, Janetta, we ain't doing that. We are not doing that. Oh, my God. Salt and pepper tresses. Some shrimp and grits with smoked Gouda cheese. Let me tell you something, salt and pepper tresses. The things that you put into the chat, okay? This is the way to my heart, okay? This is the way to my heart. Shrimp and grits with smoked Gouda cheese. If you all have never had Gouda cheese grits, stop what you're doing because your life has yet to begin until you have had Gouda cheese grits. My God. And salt and pepper tresses. I'm going to need an invite or else I'm just ringing the doorbell. Okay. Salt and pepper tresses. Don't be surprised if you're sitting around and all of a sudden and it's native. Okay. don't question it, salt and pepper tresses. Just answer the door when you hear, and it's me, okay? Because Lord have mercy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yes, Victoria. Yes, 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 yes. Look, Bella. I'm saying if I don't get an invite, I'm just gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to pop up because you you speaking my Spanish right now. Lord have mercy. Casino lady says nobody can DoorDash in the damn ICU. Right. She's so stupid. She's so stupid because she don't know that. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame says she's about to tell more lies. She had to sneak coffee in, but she's in the hospital as the patient. Yep. Right. Stacy, that first turn said Gouda cheese is good by itself, but when you combine Gouda cheese and grits, oh, mm, 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 mm. The only Black but not bitter says Native Tribe Urban Media will have to invite you over for brunch. That's one of Mr. Black but not bitter specialties. Listen, the only Black but not bitter. Don't threaten me with a good time. Okay? Because if you think that you think I won't be there at least 10 to 15 minutes early, I sure will. I sure will. I will be there. If you need me to bring refreshments, or maybe if you want me to stop by and grab a 3 liter of Coke, okay, I sure will. I sure will. Don't threaten me with a good time. I will be there. The only Black man I've been. I will definitely be there. Okay. No, Miss Veronica, that's not your doorbell. No. No. Boys, Nana says smoked Gouda is one of the 4 cheeses I put in my mac and cheese. What? I have never had that. I have never had that. Nope. Nope. Angel Hair 62 says, Native, I make grits and shrimp too. My husband loves seafood with grits. I do too. Fish and grits is what I have when I go home. It's like literally the first thing when I touch down in Pensacola, Florida. It is the very first thing that I want is fish and grits or shrimp and grits. Some seafood with grits. Yes, it is. It is a great. It is a great combination. Absolutely. My goodness. Diva Shawnee says, I put butter and sugar in my grits, no cheese or shrimp or salt or pepper, definitely not hot sauce. Diva Shawnee, we need to have a conversation. Okay. We need to have a conversation, Diva Shawnee, because I'm not, we just got to talk about it. We can't talk about it here, but what we just need to talk. Okay. Because that's, I'm not going to judge, Diva Shawnee. You do what you do, but we just got to have a conversation. Okay. Victoria says, I surprised myself making shrimp and grits to the point I refuse to pay for it at all at restaurants. Now, there are some amazing recipes that you can get for that. Some absolutely amazing things. Yeah. Beanne says, y'all got me adding to my next grocery list. Yes, indeed, Beanne. Just make sure that you invite me to the invite list. Okay. You get your grocery list and then put Native on the invite list. Okay. So make sure you got 2 lists going there. Okay. All right.
Water and give it to you. It's just like they boil everything. That's how bad it tastes. It just tastes like it was ugh. All I did was drink Ensures, eat those little pudding packs or whatever, and DoorDash.
Them Ensures nasty. I don't see how you eat that, drink that stuff.
So I had to because I wasn't really eating food. So I would, and I couldn't really do coffee anymore because coffee make you go, right? So I couldn't do coffee anymore, although that's what I used because they told me I couldn't leave until I had a bowel movement. And so I had smuggled some coffee in. And had one like an hour later. It was like, they was like, you got other issues. You can't go home just yet. I was so bad. Like, y'all said all I needed was a bowel movement. Had one of them Starbucks shots, one of them little shots, because they don't check.
Yeah.
They don't check your bag, like
No, they don't check your bag because they assume that people go to the hospital to get better. So they don't check your bag to see if you're bringing things in that would make you worse. Sonya, do you realize that you don't trust professional people? Not only do you not trust people that are career lawyers, not only do you not trust people who are career scientists, you also don't trust career doctors who are telling you what you need to do in order to heal and get better. That's why your ass has to go to the damn toilet every 5 seconds because you don't follow anybody's instructions, you fucking idiot. Now, yes, they might have told you that you needed to have a bowel movement, but Sonya, that doesn't mean that you create one with artificial shit and they don't know. They are doctors, dummy. You're in a hospital, dummy. Yes, they know what you're taking in, and they know they can recognize by the poop that you make whether or not it was natural or whether something caused that poop to happen. So the fact that you thought that that would work speaks more to how dumb you actually are. Okay, I'm just saying. Attitude and Tylenol, welcome, 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 says, I was nothing by mouth when I had a blood clot and it was Thanksgiving week. All I asked my mom to do was sneak me in some water and she refused. I was so hurt. It was probably for your good. I'm just saying. Facts to Feather says again, why would you need to smuggle coffee into a hospital, right? Dumples Wumple says Sonya is a freaking idiot. She is. I mean, she's dumb to think that, okay, well, I'm a doctor and I'm not going to check to see where it came from or give you the reason why I need to see you make a bowel movement. No. You made one, you can go home because I'm stupid just like you. Victoria says she's always talking about her feces. I'm sick of it. Well, she is full of shit. So there's that. Nola Brown says you are going to the hospital and not the rehab like Tyrone. Exactly. Attitude and Tylenol said it absolutely was, but my mouth was dry as Nesto's hair. Unobi Dene. Hello, Unobi Dene. Unobi Dene says, yep, eggs, and I break my bacon or sausage up in small pieces. I'm always mad when I get grits and don't have grape jelly. I've heard of people doing that. I've heard of people doing that. The Only Black But Not Bitter says, from what I remember, the hospital will automatically serve coffee with your meal, whether you request it or not. That was I think they asked me whether I wanted some. I told them I don't drink that shit, so. But I know it was available. Bian, she's lying. COVID-19, you could barely see your relatives. With gastric issues, they would know. Exactly, Bian. Exactly. I don't know why she tells these stories. Hey, it's Lady Janice. Hello, Lady Janice. How are you? Glad that you are here. Ms. HLS said that's why I only drank refreshers from Starbucks. Them other drinks like hot chocolate makes my stomach hurt. Yeah, I never go to Starbucks, like ever. Like ever. Let's listen.
So I was like, I need some Starbucks, those little quick shots or whatever, coffees. And that was so good. I had a caramel. I just haven't been drinking coffee though since I got this going on. That's your thing though. Ham sandwich coffee. Popeyes.
Well, guess
You
what?
ask for Mike. They got Popeyes. I'm like, go out of town to eat Popeyes.
You funny. You funny. You got jokes. You got jokes.
I got a Popeyes country.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with no country. I'm on the move. I'm not one of them type of people like that. So
you're not bougie.
No, I'm not all that. That's you. Let you have that. Other people be trying to do all that.
I'm not even that. You know what I do.
Okay.
You know how I move.
Okay.
You know how I talk. Look, you know how I talk.
Okay. Well, are you country? How you talk? How do you talk?
I'm not country.
Okay.
I'm just normal with it. I don't try to how they be trying to sound and all of that. I was just never that. I always just try to be regular. That was my thing. Let me just be regular. My brain long. Didn't they get long?
Ain't that funny? Somebody that shit all the time talking about she just wanted to be regular. I think you're pretty regular, Sonya. I think you're pretty regular. I think that nothing stays in you long enough for you to be backed up. So I think you're pretty regular. I think that's funny. But I also think that it's funny that she would say that she just wanted to be regular. Like, what does that even mean? Because you think that Nesto is so hilariously country that you talking the way you talk is regular. Because Sonya, I'm gonna give you a shocker today. Okay, I'm gonna give you a shocker. Okay, Penny Proud. Let me give her this shocker. Sonya, you do not speak like a regular person. Okay. You speak like a very, very, very mentally delayed person. That is the way you speak. If you go back and listen to the things that you have said in this call alone, you do not speak like a regular person. Okay. You believe that the chicken at Kentucky Fried Chicken is made in a lab. So you think that there are enough chicken making labs to supply all the KFCs in the country. That's what you believe. And guess what, Sonya? Regular people don't believe that shit. Okay. Regular people don't walk around thinking that Disney bought the Bible. Regular people don't go around saying that the body is 80% sea moss. Shout out to 80% sea moss. Okay. That's not what regular people do. Okay. So, no, Sonya, you are not regular, and nor are you trying to be regular. I like the way that you said that. I try to be regular. You're not a regular person. You are mentally delayed. Okay. You are a black Trump supporter, which automatically means something's wrong with you. You're not regular, Sonya. So, stop it. No, you're not. And you're not even trying. Okay. You're not even trying. Um, Friday Child. Sonya actually said to Nesto in one of these jail visits that Disney bought the Bible, that Disney purchased the Bible. Now, Friday's Child. Sonya said this because she read a satire article. All right. I forgot the site. It wasn't The Onion this time, it was another site. And they said that Disney bought the Bible. Ha ha ha. This is a joke. Okay. Sonya didn't understand that it was a joke. Us regular people laughed at it. We thought that was hilarious because Disney's just buying up everything. And the person that wrote this thought it would be funny to say, hey, Disney bought the Bible. So Sonya read this and brought it to the jail visit for Nesto to tell him that, well, Disney bought the Bible. So, they're going to make all kind of changes and put gay people in it. And, but now they bought the Bible. Well, it's not true. The article says that it's not true because it says in big letters at the top that it's a satire. Apparently, Sonya doesn't know what satire is. So yes, Friday Child, she actually believes that the Walt Disney Corporation has purchased the Bible. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what she. That's what she said. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what she said. Yep. You're correct. The only black but not bitter reminds me that she's not black, she's American Indian because that's what she puts on her applications and shit. Okay? She doesn't put black, she puts American Indian. That's how much she hates black people. That's how much she don't want to be a part of the black people, and we don't want her to be a part of us either. Jay Blake says why she cares, she doesn't believe in it. I don't know why she cares. Actually, I do know why she cares, Jay Blake. She cares because she thinks that everybody that's not like her believes the Bible and would believe a Bible that was changed by the Disney Corporation. So, see, stupid people have a tendency to think that other people are stupid too. Okay, so that's why. That's why. Mm-hmm. That's why. Let's listen.
Yeah, they're out there. At least it's real. So hold it in your bank account. Yeah.
They got long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna cut the bangs though. I know I'm gonna end up cutting this.
Okay.
I'm gonna get tired of ponytails. And so I mean, what else is there?
You got a lot going on next year. You're gonna be doing a lot of activity next year. So I'm just trying to figure out where your headspace at. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you moving around?
I was
Real
good the last
easy.
2 days. The last 2 days I was good. So on that third day, it's always Mondays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Or Sundays and Mondays, I'm good. And then that Tuesday is when everything usually kick in, and I just be sick Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and sometimes Saturday. But Saturday, yesterday, I was good. All day today, I was good. And I'm cooking tonight. I made breakfast this morning for Tomas and the baby, and so I'm gonna go
Did
back
your stuff?
after. Hmm.
Did your stuff you ordered? Did it ever come in?
Um,
For your stuff, for your health
it
and all
did.
that stuff.
It did actually, and so it's a supplement. I gotta put drops in my whatever I'm drinking. They said put 8 drops every time, and it's supposed to help my stomach. It's on the kitchen counter because I be just looking at it like, what am I like? Is it gonna alter the taste? If I put it in orange juice, is it gonna make the orange juice taste nasty? Because I was
Are you
hoping I
scared?
could
Are
just
you scared of something you ordered yourself and did 1,000 pounds of research
right.
yourself?
I mean,
She did 1,000 pounds of research. How many pounds of research do you all do whenever you're trying to do something? Whenever you're trying to research something, I usually do between 20 and 30 pounds of research. Okay. Black but not bitter. How many pounds of research do you usually do? Because I don't usually do 1,000 pounds. Okay. Um, worth of research. And yeah, I get that he wants her to do the research and she's done it and now she's doesn't want to take it. But how many? Oh, Friday Shaw, you do 1,000,000 pounds? Wow. Attitude and Tylenol says, um, Attitude and Tylenol says about 10 to 15. Okay. All right. 10 to 15 pounds. Yeah. That's not as much. Friday Child does 1,000,000 pounds. Okay. All right. Okay. Chick-fil-A gal says I do 2,000 pounds. I'm an overthinker. Okay. See, I only do about 20 to 30 pounds worth of research. I don't usually do the whole like 1,000 pounds. But Chick-fil-A gal, good to know that you do 1,000 pounds, 2,000 pounds worth of research. Your research is flawless. Now, the only Black man out better says I do my research in ounces. See, that's what happens when you are refined. You can do it in ounces. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Tanya B, you got to get on the ball. This is probably why your research might be lacking or failing because you're not doing your research in pounds. Sonya did 1,000 pounds worth of research. All right. And now she's doubting her results, which is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Attitude and Tylenol said I'm a free spirit. Okay. I love it. I love it. Stacy, that first twin, says I do 5 pounds, but I make sure to find out if the drops will alter the flavor. Listen, Black but not bitter did mention that these are probiotics that she's describing, and she doesn't. It's so crazy to be such an expert on politics and what Trump is doing, but you can't say the word probiotics. Y'all make that make sense because it doesn't make sense to me. Joseph Bullard says this tribe is out of control. Y'all funny as hell. We try, we try, we try. Okay. I am Coco says, please share how you measure the research, please. Can't really share that. Okay. Can't really share that. Janetta says Dana J is also claiming to be Native American. I guess anything is better than black. These people make me sick. I'm not gonna lie to you, Janetta. I love every ounce of being black. I do. I love the food, the music. I love the skin. I love the different shades. I love the power. I love the intelligence, the ingenious. I love the creativity. It's all wrapped up in blackness. Why? If you are this, would you want to be anything else? I'm just saying. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me, you know. And I don't want to go on my black women rant, but sometimes I have to go on my black women rant because ain't nothing better than black women. Oh my God. Black women are the bomb. Black women are strong. Black women are creative. Black women are intelligent. They are the epitome of style, grace, and class. Why would you want to be anything else if you could be black women? They try to imitate black women. They try to copy black women's style. My God, they fail miserably every single time they do it. Okay. So I don't understand the whole I want to be something else. I'm gonna check this box, and I'm gonna be, look, do what you do. Okay, do what you do. Native is black. Native is proud to be black. Native love being black. Native wouldn't trade this black for nothing else. And I don't understand the people that do. So I don't know, Janetta. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. I don't know. I don't know how folks check the other box. I really don't. I really don't. Hey, Bev Badu, how are you? Bev Badu says y'all are hilarious. We do. We try. We try. Um, Wait, what? Sapphire Wu says, sorry, Intercontinental Polenta Grits will not be back on the menu after today until Mother's Day. Oh, I don't like snooty grit places, okay? I don't like that. I don't like that, okay? Yes, Victoria, you do need to step up. Okay, if you're not measuring by the pound, if you are not measuring by the pound, okay? That's all I know. That's all I know. Okay. Sapphire Wu says, I do research restaurants before I frequent them, not by the pound though, like Sonya. Well, then you're not doing it right. Okay. You're just not doing it right. Okay. The only black man I better said they tried to copy the black woman's body back in the day. It was frowned upon to have boobs, butts, and hips. And now they are paying out the nose. They are paying out the nose. That's all I know. That's all I know. Mm. Ms. HLS say, watch Unblack Dana J pop up. But Dana J is more than welcome to pop up. Again, I ain't trying to convince nobody. If they are convinced that that's not what they want to claim, right? If that's what's in their heart, that they don't want this blackness and they want to be identified another way, more power to those people. I ain't trying to convince nobody. I'm just telling you my truth. And my truth is that I love this blackness. I love every part of it, okay? Okay? That's all I'm saying. Now, let's listen.
I mean, I kind of researched it, but then I didn't look at how you intake it. I was just researching what it does for you. And I was like, okay, I need that because of my stomach. And I was like, maybe it's the stomach acids or whatever the case may be. It was whatever. But um, yeah, so when I looked at the box and it was like, put 8 drops in your drinks and then just drink it that way. And I'm like, what do I put it in? Water? Because it kind of tastes funky like Geritol. Have you ever had Geritol?
If I did, I don't remember.
Oh, Geritol is crappy. That is the worst tasting whatever the hell vitamin supplement, but it's supposed to get you pregnant. So I used to drink it when I was trying to get.
Okay, Geritol does not get you pregnant. We've already looked at this. That's not true. And Geritol is not a vitamin, so I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Why does she expect medication to taste good? Is beyond me.
Get pregnant with Tomas. That shit will make you want to just, and it stays in your mouth like after you take it. Ugh. Yeah. I guess Geritol is the shit, right? They don't have the commercials anymore. Remember, now's the time to get you some Geritol. They had that little song they used to have singing. They'd be white folks jogging down the street. Now's the time to get you some Geritol. I was like, what the fuck is Geritol? And there always be a nice white neighborhood with some old Caucasians jogging down the street. I guess they like, oh, I can't do this no more. And they're like, nah, it's time to get you some Geritol. Old commercials, the bomb. Remember that Dr. Pepper commercial? He had on
nobody wasn't buying.
No, this was okay. You still had to be a kid because I wasn't even grown yet, and he was like in New York, and he had like the sweatband on and like the little booty shorts back when remember basketball players used to wear the booty shorts on the court.
Yeah, I remember that.
This was back in the booty short days, and then he was dancing all in the middle of Times Square, talking about Dr. Pepper. I drink Dr. Pepper, and then everybody started chiming in with the Dr. Pepper. It was just I have some really like memorable commercials, but I always like funny ones. Funny ones like the Super Bowl commercials, like always the best.
So insightful, so deep, so profound. Sonya Waller Durham Jackson, y'all. Sonya Waller Durham Jackson. She said that she likes the Super Bowl commercials because they are funny. Again, everybody, let's give it up for the brain. Okay. The brain, the massive brain of Sonya Waller Durham Jackson. She is so profound. She is so deep. She is. Damn it, Sonya. We have something for you, Sonya. She's a dumbass, y'all. She is a dumbass. Everybody, let's give it up for the dumbass of Easter. Okay, this is the dumbass of the day. It is Sonya Waller Durham Jackson. Yes. Man, she is so good. She's so good. It's so natural, Janetta. It's so natural. Janetta says both Dana and Sonya are Trump supporters. I did not know Dana J was a Trump supporter. Well, I take back that welcome. Look, Trump supporters not welcome over here. You know why? Because Trump supporters do not try to hear out the truth. They only go by what they know. And it's funny to me that Trump supporters also support people like R. Kelly and people like Nesto, when Trump himself has been accused of some of the same things as R. Kelly and Nesto. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny that they justify the behaviors that are toxic in men? I think that that's awfully funny. But thank you for alerting me of that. So yeah, you're right. They cannot be okay with being black because, well, you know, them Trump supporters don't like black folks. They don't like black folks. I am Coco says I refuse to clap. Refuse. She's an idiot. Don't worry about clapping. I got the clapping handle for you. I am Coco. Okay. I got it. I got it covered. Don't worry. Don't worry. You ain't got to clap not one time. Not one time. Okay. Now let's listen to this. Whatever the hell. Whatever the hell. Sapphire Wu says, I'm enjoying Native's commentary about Sonya. She reminds me of a woman who is well known and everyone ducks or avoids her when they see her coming. Yeah, we all know those people, right, Sapphire Wu? We all know those people who are known for being just absolutely crazy, okay? And when you see them coming, because I got a neighbor like that. I got a neighbor that when she walks out the house, like, and she walking down the street, I try so hard not to even look her way because I know she gonna say something crazy, right? And I don't feel like going off on her. So I just, I try to avoid that at all times, Sapphire Wu. And you are right. Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III is that person. She absolutely is. Okay. I'm telling you, it's insane. But let's listen to the genius some more. Let's listen to the genius some more. If anybody wants to grab this screenshot, I mean, look at this. If anybody wants to grab this screenshot, I'm just saying, you might want to, because she, they always say that we grab her at her worst angles, and looking at this damn part and swoop or whatever the fuck is going on here. Yeah, this is one of those unflattering angles that we might want to capture. I'm just saying, I'm not telling nobody to do it. Okay. I don't have Miss Boogie Down in here because Miss Boogie Down will do it. So I'm not telling anybody to take a screenshot right now. I'm not. But just in case you want to, here's one you might want to grab. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's 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 listen. Okay. All right. Here we go.
I think I look kind of dark in this one. I'm in the back, way in the back.
Because it's dark. It's dark out. It's getting dark out. It's dark. It's probably dark in here too because they're gonna cut.
Cause it's.
But it's pretty good. It's better than the other one you were sitting at.
The sun is going down early. I forgot it's 5 o'clock, so everything is gonna be like dark when I get out of here. I forgot about that. Love you.
Okay, love you too. I sure appreciate you coming. Thank you for your time. I sure do. You have no understanding that I do.
I know you
So
do.
yeah, I
I
do.
know you do. You're a very appreciative person.
Yes, I am.
I
Yep.
remember that when you was free. It was.
I'm gonna be free again. It's coming. I'm just being patient.
But you know, people
So
always say people change up when they get locked up and they act one way, and then they act another
no,
way. You know.
no,
So you know, you know how that
no.
go.
That ain't my case. I'm still the
No,
same.
you
Gonna
the
still be
same.
the same.
Still the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
Crease my fucking sneakers. I'm still alive. I'm still.
Can you imagine somebody switching up on you when they go to jail? Can you imagine somebody saying like, I'm I feel like I'm better than them and I'm locked up. Can you imagine that? That would be some strange shit right there. But no, Sonya, nobody changes up when they go to jail. As a matter of fact, people are more appreciative, they're more religious, they're more um I'll do anything and I'm sorry, they're more apologetic. They're all of those things when they go to jail, Sonya. That's how people usually work because they need you. They need to use you in a lot of those cases, okay? Don't nobody switch up when they go to jail. I'm just saying.
Alive.
Still
Anyway,
alive.
it's a song I like. It's a rap song. It's real ghetto. Look, it's real ghetto. I guess his ops tried to kill him, and he was singing in the hospital, "I'm still alive. I'm still alive." It's a nice, catchy beat. I don't know if he's still alive
Okay.
now. Are they making that and putting it all over the internet? Like, did that piss him
What?
off even more?
Who
Yeah.
made that? Who made
It's a
that?
rap song some dude made, but then this other guy got shot up in Chicago or somewhere. This little dude got shot, and then he in the hospital room playing it, and they put it all over the internet. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. It's got a nice beat
Wow.
to it. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And I'm like, I wonder if that dude's still alive, because I'm sure he pissed that dude off who tried to not to unalive him.
I know, Sonya, and if only there was a way to check that. If only they had a way like a worldwide web of information that you could find out if that dude is still alive. Man, that would be amazing. If they had a way that you could check for information from either I don't know, like a personal computer or I don't know, even if they were able to put that technology in a phone, that would be so awesome if you could check the this worldwide web of information to see if that dude is still alive. Yeah, that would be incredible. Wow. Wow. They should really invent that. Can somebody get on that, please? Can somebody get on the worldwide web of information that we need to figure out if somebody is still alive? Can we is there a way that we can do that? I don't know, a net, almost like a net, right? But it's interwoven amongst other communication and information sources, and they could have like a internet that you could look things up on and figure out if this rapper is still alive. That man, that would be so awesome, y'all. Hmm. Uh-huh. That I'm just saying. I'm just saying because it's called the internet, Sonya. You could find out if he's still alive. Work in progress says she can't check it because the internet is about to be cut off. Right under that cord that runs under Africa. You're right. Work in progress. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. Hey, book nerd, how are you doing today?
Wow.
20 seconds, looky fresh.
Okay. All
Well, I
right. Well,
guess I'll see you next week, but we're gonna talk. You gonna call me tonight, or you gonna call me tomorrow?
uh, yeah, I call you
Call
tomorrow.
me tonight.
Uh,
You can call tonight. 7, 6,
okay.
5,
All right.
4, 3,
All right. Love you very
2.
much.
Love
Thank you
you.
again.
Bye.
Look, we are going to visit number 2 tomorrow on I'll Do It on Monday because I got some Easter stuff that I want to do today. I do want to go see Sinners for the second time. Okay, it was amazing, so I think I'll go and spend a little time at the movies, just kind of like clearing my brain and relaxing. I hope that you all have a good rest of your day. Look, Tanya B, you're right. She was absolutely begging. She was absolutely begging for him to call. Right? TD Will says, begging an inmate to call you, how dreadful. Let's hope nobody's life gets to that point, okay? Where you are begging a locked up man to call you. Look, y'all, we have had some good times. We've had some good laughs today. I thank you all for coming through. I really, really do. I am going to be back tomorrow, okay? And we're gonna kick the week off right with I'll do it on Monday. Now, again, y'all know I be having a hard time in the afternoon trying to get myself together. But hopefully in the afternoon I'll be able to bring y'all another scam fish. There are several scam fishes that are just begging to be reviewed. So we're gonna look at some of those this week coming up. So tomorrow, I hope I can bring that to you in the afternoon. But if not, you will definitely see me tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on I'll do it on Monday. All right. So I wish all of you who are celebrating this day a great and happy Easter. All right. I hope that everybody enjoys your family or however you plan to celebrate. Okay. If you do not celebrate today, I hope that you have a great Sunday anyway. All right. If it's your day off, if you're working, I know a lot of people in the bushes. If you're in the replay, whatever it is, I hope that you have a great day today. All right. Eat some of this good food that y'all have talked to me about because I'm going to try to do some of that too. All right. So thank y'all for coming through. It's been another Strawberry Sunday over here at the Native Tribe channel. Thank you to my notorious Native Tribe Mod Squad. Thank you for everybody that hit the Cash App, everybody that hit the Super Chats, and everybody that hit the Super Stickers. Thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting this platform. Make sure that you go by nativetribeshop.com, pick up some Native Tribe gear. I got some gear for the summer, y'all. So it's about to get warm. It's going to get warm. So stop by the shop and check that out. But that's all I got for you. All right. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this. Okay. But you are enough. You are beautiful. You are loved and you are blessed. And there isn't anything that anybody can do about that, not even you. So have a good Sunday, and I will see you all tomorrow.